try and start to do stand-up comedy. It's really exciting. I can't tell whether you're turning into a werewolf or turning back into a human, but
I'm just trying to turn into you.
What?
I said I'm just trying to turn into you.
Hell yeah! I mean, You're covered in hair. What are you? American.
Yeah, American.
Corey, how long have you been on stand-up? Like, that's your first time, truly?
This is truly my
and
first time.
And you stuck with the jerk-off story.
Unbelievable.
Well, there was a couple stories that I was.
I don't even know what happened in the thing. You were jerking off. Somebody saw you jerking off.
You said he bombed last time, though, so that's
no. I said prepare for me to bomb.
Gotcha. We're not gonna prosecute you for lying about how long you've been doing comedy. Everything's cool. I'm kidding. I love him, and it was pre-planned.
Corey, so how old are you?
I'm 27.
27. What do you do?
I do special fabrication and welding.
What?
Special fabrication and welding. Like,
oh, okay.
I make the giant stuff that cuts Jack Link's jerky and freezes stuff and smokes meat and stuff.
Wow. You make the stuff that cuts it?
The giant smokers and saws and machinery.
Sounds like a carrot top kind of a...
Yeah, you know what? If I brought a pump on stage, I could shoot meat into the crowd. It'd be pretty cool.
You actually, from scratch?
Yeah,
yep. From a kit?
Absolutely from scratch. We get in fabricated metal parts that are cut, and then we weld them all together and build it. And
you're like a real grown man.
Well, sort of. I'm only about 130 pounds.
You look like Conor McGregor after a weight cut.
You know what? The sad part about that is I'm going to take it as a compliment.
It was. He was being straight up with you.
Yeah, no,
I tell it like it is.
No, I appreciate
it. You from here in Fort Wayne?
No, I'm from Kansas City, actually.
Kansas City? Whoa, the home of Jeremiah Watkins.
Well, close enough.
The crowd goes crazy.
I'll have to tell him you said hello.
I figured you'd make it.
Jerk off, a barbecue is big. Jerk off material with barbecue sauce.
Well, like in front of him?
Right? When did you get into the jerk off material?
Well, I guess that one would have been in 8th grade. I tried it in front of people for the first time.
Sure. What did you almost? Let me ask you something. Instead of committing to a jerk off story like so many comedians starting out,
a fatal mistake.
Tend to do. I mean, it truly is. They just go, you know what? I truly think the jerk off shit's the funniest shit. I'm gonna go with this instead of doing this. Like, what else might you have talked about? Like, when you thought about what your 60 seconds was gonna be, what else was on the subject matter was on the docket there?
Well, I was gonna try a few punchlines out and stuff like that.
A few punchlines.
Random punchlines.
No, I mean,
King Kong balls. I said King Kong's balls. It's not for me. It's for the ducks. He's driving. Harry, I have to, but you?
I cannot do that.
That's a good way to warm up.
I can't do that. I had to tell a hacky story, I don't got the punch.
Oh, I fucking love you. Holy shit.
He had a hat.
So, what the punchlines that you were going to talk about, what were they going to be about?
I guess I just flubbed it up. I had no good stories and I didn't want to sound hacky.
Well, it's not about stories. I'm just talking about what else would you have talked, what subjects? Like, did you have more jerk-off stories?
No,
did you have to think about the boomerang? Like, it could be fucking anything, Corey.
Yeah.
It's what might you have talked about tonight had you not told this 69-second long story about jerking off in the shower?
I probably would have told a story about the first time I did shrooms and my buddy had a seizure. I tried throwing a football, but it bounced off a car, so I think I probably went the right route with the jerk-off story.
No, I like the football story.
Okay. All right, cool. Now, other stories about my dad, this crazy guy.
If you ever, are you gonna try to do comedy again, or is that something you think you're gonna try again, or?
Well, this is more or less just like a super dream to get on stage and talk to you guys and just try it out for the first time. If it went somewhere and I killed, I probably would have pursued it a little more, but maybe if it's in town or something.
Well, there's a lot of positions opening up in the comedy field.
Oh.
It's a booming business. You could commercial comedy, industrial comedy. There's so many different ways to make a nice dollar in this business.
Oh, fuck. Man, well, that's an interesting way to go about it. So you're out there making machinery. What else do you do for fun? Like, what else is there? Any other hobbies? You seem like a guy that doesn't mind getting in a kayak every once in a while.
Yeah, no, I mean, you'd actually be right. Me and my amazing girlfriend back there, she actually drove me out here. We got 2 dogs college, we like to take them on hikes. Go kayaking if it's available.
Is that true? Have you been kayaking?
We have been kayaking together, actually.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so you nailed it.
Nailed it.
Hey man, you got it.
Young Abe Lincoln material. You can do that.
I mean, I should.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking about shaving my head, but I figured the goofiest look possible.
Young Abe Lincoln material. I like that. Just like 7 years ago.
I jerked
He's probably got some good
The
stories.
better jerk-offs of our nature.
Hell yeah.
Do you know what a fawn is? It's beautiful as you, yeah. We're two baby deers up here, staring in each other's eyes.
I don't like this guy one bit.
What the fuck? Corey.
And that's an angel. That was very hard for me to say.
Corey is like if a student that found all the worst improv classes in the world and just sort of tried to roll with everything, but in a weird
Yes,
direction.
and I agree with that.
All right, Corey, we're gonna keep it moving along. There you go,
Hey,
Brian
Corey,
McAfee.
Guys.
Here we go. Back to the bucket we go. Put your hands together for Joe Boats. Joe Boats. Joe Botis? Boaties? Botis? Here he comes. Joe Boats. Joebotes. It's Joe Boats, everybody.
Joe Bates, everybody. I have bad handwriting. I was on the way here from Indianapolis and I saw a sign that said donate your car for breast cancer. That's a pretty bad trait. Okay, cool. I like TV. Have you heard of this? I watch a lot of TV. My favorite show is Family Feud. Steve Harvey's great. Love Family Feud. It's fantastic. If you haven't seen it, let me describe what the show is. It's a show where it's usually one white family versus whatever they're scared of. It's like a New England white family versus a black family, an Arizona white family versus Mexicans, a Florida white family versus science. My white family versus showing affection. Don't worry, they're not here, guys. They're never here. Alright, thanks. I'm Joe Bates. Or Boats.
Hell yeah. There you go. Joe Bates, ladies and gentlemen.
Howdy.
Hell yeah. That was a great set, man. Very funny. How long have you been doing stand-up?
Oh, about 7 years now.
7 years. What are you doing here in
Well,
Florida?
I started in Houston,
Yeah.
and then I went to San Jose, and then I moved to Indianapolis. I was told you had to go to a bigger city each time, you know?
Right.
But
You didn't.
I did not. Oh, that. Jesus. I fucked
You were in
up.
San Jose. You were so close to San Francisco. You didn't think about going over there, or LA?
Yeah, I got laid off from a job, and you can't afford living there.
What job did you get laid off at?
I was a civil engineer. So I was working on the BART line,
The BART line.
the light rail train there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Train. Man.
Real interesting stuff, I tell you.
Well, you went to school to be a civil engineer.
Yeah.
Did you like, at one point were you like, wake up in the morning, I can't wait to get engineering today? I mean,
Nah, I don't think anybody really does.
you thought, so you were thinking that as a financial move.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just
Thank you. Objection?
Civil engineer for the BART line system in San Jose. So one could say you literally ran a train on the whole city. So how long have you
And I
been?
wasn't good at it.
How long have you been in Indianapolis? That's the next place that
I've
you
been
got
there
a job, right? That's
I've been there about 3 years now.
3 years. How do you like it?
I love it, man. It's all
Yeah.
cool
What do you
stuff.
love about it?
It's a smaller city, but I moved around my whole life like 14 times.
Why?
Just running from the law. No, my
Military.
dad worked for like chemical plants, and so we just kind of went to different places.
Oh, what kind of chemical plants? Is he like Homer
chemical-
Simpson or something like that?
Yeah, just chemical ones. I don't know. I never really asked a lot of details.
You don't want to ask questions in that field.
Exactly.
Did he use the word Monsanto a lot? He could stage presence.
Yeah.
You really
Yeah.
do.
Amazing. I love the bad trade joke.
Oh,
the
thank
car
you
for
so
breast
much.
cancer. That's incredible.
Appreciate it, yeah.
Really fun stuff.
Thank you so much.
So, do you get a lot of spots in Indianapolis? What's the scene like up there?
Well, we're down to one comedy club now.
Yeah, Morty's just closed.
Yeah, Morty's just closed. It's just
Oh my
crackers.
God! Why didn't you wait till you told me that Morty's was closed?
Oh, your weekend. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just crackers, and it's good because like Indianapolis is like 3 or 4 hours away, around like 30 comedy clubs, so you can get around pretty easily.
Joe, why do you look like a professional poker player?
I get Property Brother a lot, but yeah.
Property Brother?
Yeah.
Property Brothers.
HGTV
You don't watch that?
show.
No.
Oh, come on, where have you been?
It's what all the kids are talking about.
Flip it or flop it. Build it or deconstruct it.
The Property Brothers.
Yeah.
If they sell real estate and they show you a home, they go, they show you a home and they go, you like the home? It's $25 million. And then the rest of the show is what they remodeled the first home. Kind of see the plot coming sometimes.
Yeah.
Joe, what else do you do when you're not doing these things?
Well, I like wrestling a whole bunch. So,
Really? You're a
yeah.
pro wrestling
No,
fan?
yeah, big fan of it. Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, well, rare time to see a comic like wrestling. But...
How old are you?
Ron Funches likes wrestling.
Yeah, I'm a big wrestling fan too. I have a wrestling podcast called The Store Horsemen. We just had episode 100, and Joe Rogan popped in on it. Everybody loves
awesome.
Joe.
And his entrance music and everything? Or...
No, it's funny. We actually talked about that afterwards, how he deserved entrance music walking into the studio, but it didn't happen. Joe Rogan's the guy where you just hear his entrance music in your head when he walks into the room.
He's a world-class Taekwondo artist, Joe Rogan. Yep. I took Taekwondo too. But, you know what I'm saying?
I think we all get it. I think we all get it.
So, you're just a pro wrestling fan? Any other hobbies or anything?
I play Dungeons and Dragons a lot.
Oh, finally! Yes!
Man, you must get all the pussy, Joe.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing all right.
I'd like to see the comedians. Every comedian has turned their back on me tonight.
Sorry. Turn my back on God.
This is one of the smaller stages we've ever been on, so...
Did you ever play Shirts and Skins? Dungeons and Dragons.
Man, so how long you been in Dungeons and Dragons?
Like 2 years. I just started. My buddy was a dungeon master. He asked me to play. Never played it before.
Your buddy was a dungeon master? What is that, like?
That's the guy who runs the game, basically.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, alright, well, Joe...
You get acting work too, don't you think? Acting work, he's got the whole thing going on.
I have a strong jaw, they say.
That's a strong jaw. Who said that? The guy whose dick you were sucking? Strong jaw. Oh, what a strong jaw. Tight lips, you dirty bitch.
My jaw unhinges. That helps. If that helps.
All right, Joe, we're going to keep flying through it. We got to get a couple more people up here. We're gonna do...
Thank you.
All right, guys, I think we only have time to go to the bucket one more time. Is that okay if we go one more time, huh?
Into the bucket. I hope Jay Leno comes out.
Hell yeah.
Dane Cook.
Oh shit! You know what? Actually, I know what we're gonna do. We have to get a couple guys up here who were originally scheduled to be opening for the show that I'm doing later at 8 p.m. on the stand-up show. There was a lot of confusion. They got booked. They were excited. A lot of fun. And unfortunately, I came with this whole crazy crew that's gonna go up before me on that stand-up show. So instead of doing a few minutes before me on the stand-up show later, they're going to come do Crush as hard as they can for 60 seconds. So going up first tonight, put your hands together for Brett Hayden, everybody. Come on. Here we go.
All right. Thank you, guys. 2 weeks ago after a show, a guy came up to me and he said, "Hey, man, you remind me of this autistic comedian." Some of you see it. Fuck you guys. Here was the thing. That was all he said. He didn't give me a name. He didn't even tell me if he liked the comic. He just said, "You remind me of someone with autism." Which is less of a compliment and more of a diagnosis at that point. I definitely have autism symptoms, though. Like, if anybody here is single, find someone who looks at you the way I look at anything to avoid eye contact. I think that's how you're going to find love. Some people are afraid of dying alone. Me being so introverted, that would just be my preference. I'm being honest myself.
People try to give me advice on anxiety a lot, but 100% of my friends are comics, so their advice just becomes, you should start drinking, or you should smoke some pot. I'm actually a straight edge guy, which means I don't drink, smoke cigarettes, or get invited to parties. Not a good life. I still drink Monster energy drinks, though, which aren't good for you guys. Have you read the ingredients on a can of Monster? It's just Linkin Park lyrics.
There you go. Fuck yeah, Brett Hayden. That was awesome, dude. Oh yeah. Well, that was great. How long have you been doing stand-up?
It'll be 5 years next Halloween.
5 years. You live here in Fort Wayne.
I actually live about 40 minutes north of Detroit.
40 minutes north of Detroit.
Yeah.
What brought you down here? You're part of the festival.
I'm part of the festival, yeah.
Oh, okay. What are you doing 40 minutes north of Detroit? What's that like up there?
It's not good.
Right.
I live in Trump country in Michigan, so it's kind of goofy out there.
What was it like to create Facebook?
I'll take it.
40 minutes north of Detroit. What's your tap water like? Delicious.
Yeah, you can
right?
drink the tap water. Yeah.
Interesting.
You saved my life once, didn't you?
Oh yeah, we hung out after last time you were in Detroit.
This is a true story. We hung out,
Yeah.
and I was on a stool that I didn't realize, and I smoked some pot. I didn't realize the stool didn't have a back. So we're going, and it was a high stool. So all of a sudden,
Wow.
I almost broke my neck.
I remember that just because, I'm sorry, the last thing you said, like when you got up, you like almost split your head open. The first thing you said was there was two girls working, and they were playing music, and you said, who's this artist? They said Post Malone. You're like, oh, I want to hear Pre-Malone.
This, right out of the coma, and back from the concussion.
Always doing good.
I love it, man. Well, that's awesome, Brett. Anything else you want to talk about? Any fun facts about you that?
I also love wrestling.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually believe that.
Really?
Yeah, you seem like you look like a wrestling fan. You seem like the type of guy that would. I don't wish I had anything right now. I set it up like I had something good, and I just simply didn't.
What do you wrestle? What do you wrestle with? Your sexuality?
I actually have a bit about it.
I don't feel good about that one.
You've been a wrestling fan your whole life?
Pretty much, yeah.
Was your dad not in the picture? Raised by a single mom?
No, they were in the picture. They took me to a lot of events.
Oh, well, you just have everything perfect.
Oh, I
I didn't realize some people got to have dads and be a pro wrestling fan. That's some bullshit.
I know Chris Jericho. That's all I can say is people like that.
That's true.
I've been to Jericho.
Well,
All right. Let's just keep it moving along. Thanks a lot, Brad.
Thank
Brad,
you,
you got a
guys.
great set. There he goes. Next time I'm around town, Brad, if I don't have anybody with me, figure out something. That's funny. And there's one other guy. He's also, not only is he at this festival, but I was told he's also going to be at the Motor City Festival that we're doing next month in Michigan. And we're also doing Lansing and Grand Rapids up there. Put your hands together for Kyle Forsyth, everyone.
Oh my goodness! Hello, hi, I'm Kyle. I work for. I got a new job recently. I work for a beer company, and I get to try all the new beers. My job title is delivery driver. It's a pretty sweet gig. Don't tell them. It's easy to get a job working for a beer company when you already look like you work for a beer company. I have like the beard of the Unabomber and the face of a Cabbage Patch doll. I get it. It's my look. I have like this big beard, which I have a girlfriend regardless of it. We met on Tinder, so it's totally gonna work out. When we met, I asked her where she wanted to go on our first date, and she told me she wanted to go hiking. I was like, that'd be fun, that'd be cool. That'd be like a really sweet way for me to fucking murder you. Why would you ever do that? So my girlfriend's dead now. She's very much alive. She doesn't like that joke either. She's fantastic. I love my girlfriend. I love her to death. That's why she's dead. But I think the cat should be right around the corner, maybe? Alright.
There you go. He's a goddamn professional, Kyle Forsyth. So, the girlfriend, dead or not real to ever begin with?
Completely alive and love her to death. Yeah.
Wow, how long you been with her?
About 2.5 years now.
2.5 years. You guys really met on Tinder?
We did meet on Tinder.
What was your profile like? What did it say?
honestly, I had a one-liner that my friend Brett gave me that he told me women love, the one you just met, and it was, why are campfire stories never about campfires? That was it.
And she's just like, wow, whatever this guy looks like or smells like, I'm in.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
awesome.
hope he wears shirts that have cheese on them.
If anything ever happens to your wife, this is gonna be a dateline though.
Yeah.
With all the, it's just, you could just go, and he kept good material. So we do that for his wife.
Yeah, she's not fond of all of the death material. She'd rather I drop it, but I like it.
Oh yeah, Kyle, how long have you been doing this?
Coming up on 5 years in December.
5 years in December, and you live in Fort Wayne?
I live in Metro Detroit.
Metro Detroit.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. So that's what they do here. They ship in a bunch of Detroit comedians for the Fort Wayne Festival. We're like, look, we couldn't get New York or LA or Chicago, but Detroit. Festival time. Pew, 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 pew. No, I'm kidding. We're from LA. That doesn't even make any sense. So, Kyle, do you always dress like a mustard dispenser? It's a new thing. Is that to like take me? What's that to do? I like your style.
I mean, I keep it condiment related, at least. You know, I try and match the colors of condiments, just
How
red or
old are you?
yellows.
You seem like one of the youngest guys with a beard I've ever seen.
Yeah, 24.
Wow.
Yeah.
You really have like, you look like young. You drink a lot of water?
No, fucking done it all, almost, actually. I drink way too much soda.
You have like that weird Bray Wyatt thing going on.
It's weird how much facial hair people have out here. Like, look in the audience. Almost every single person in the audience has facial hair, including the women. Like, it's really.
Yeah.
I'm taking collections. I need a neck pillow on the fly back. So.
Yeah, I'm not a big wrestling fan, but all my comedian friends call me Baby Bray.
Yeah, I can certainly see why. That's what I would call you too if we ever became friends.
What does it say in your shirt there?
Artsy Fart, it's a clothing company and design company out of Detroit.
Yeah. That shirt makes me want to buy clothes.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle, I mean, you were you were awesome. I'm sorry we couldn't get you on that show, but thanks for coming on this one. You were great, dude. We'll see you around Michigan.
Yeah, see you at,
I saw him earlier, too.
Yep.
All right, we got those two guys up. I know we're going way over time here, but what do you guys say? One more name out of the bucket hat? How about one more time for Andy Kindler sticking it out in the heat with us? Stick with us.
Thank you. Brian.
All right, this looks like an interesting name. Your final comedian of the night will go by the name of B-Man Purcell. B-Man Purcell. Oh, Brian. It's Brian. I'm sorry. Brian Purcell.
Whoa. No, it's a good move, though.
Am I on? All right. Hello and welcome to the roast of Tony Hinchcliffe. Yeah. Tony is the stand-up, what Caitlyn Jenner is the stand-up. The one thing I can't figure out, though, is between the two of them, why is it that it's Caitlyn that sounds like she still has her balls? Tony looks like a gay daywalker from Blade, the musical. Tony is actually pretty good at stand-up, which is ironic considering he prefers to bend over. They're hacky, I'm sorry. Tony had a Netflix special out one time called One Shot. He came up with that name because that's what his boyfriend left in him the night before. How did this happen? Did Tony grow up without ever having a father besides the priest that molested him when he was 11?
What up, Thomas? How are you, big dog?
What's up, bitch?
How you living? What are you showing me? Very cool.
Let me tell you something, you bastard. How dare you come up here and insult the throne?
You look like Tom Cruise if he got stranded on a cruise. You look like if the coach of the LA Raiders took all his advice from Jerry Sandusky.
I deserve it. Big fan. Big fan.
Anyway.
Appreciate it.
That's a call.
You look like you're gonna be buried in a Foot Locker casket.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You are wearing, everything on you is Under Armour right now. Are you sponsored? You like a high school football coach or something? Am I close on that? You really look like one. You look like you need a clipboard and headphones ASAP.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have any jokes about people being gay?
I think you just did 60 seconds of them right there.
What's your Under
It
Armour?
was my first time. I had to go with some.
Take that, idiot.
First time ever. Appreciate it.
So this is your first time ever on stage?
Yes.
And you spent it roasting the host, you asshole.
It was either going to be ballsy or extremely stupid, and I think it was a little.
You've been watching the show for a while?
Oh, very, very, very.
Hey, how are you,
Was
big dog?
that after Diners, Drive-Ins, and...
Good. My cousin wants to talk to you. She was born in 2006. That's over 18, right?
Yep.
Can she join you?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, I don't know why she called me so quickly. But yeah. Alright, well, she's the newest member on the server, so she said she couldn't get in for some reason to the call. Maybe you can fix that. Alright, good night. She's sweet 2006.
Okay. Welcome.
Wait. She said she DM'd you on 2 of your accounts. I don't know which 2 though.
Okay, I see her. I'll DM her back.
Okay, well, she's just excited to meet a Rothschild. She knows
Okay.
about the banking. Wait, family. There's no way you actually met this guy. I mean, I've been working on this crypto offer tonight, dude. It's 3:07. I'm on the East Coast right now. We're gonna get this thing done, dude.
Very well.
Alright. Well, I got like a month and a half. Hopefully, my crypto project is getting more and more convoluted, as I'm sure you know. But we're gonna make everybody trillionaires, like you said. But it's not in the way that the U.S. government does not expect.
Certainly.
We're gonna do it the European. We're gonna do it the European 1400s way.
Certainly. And I don't want to pop anybody's balloon, at least when it comes to my family. Again, there are 3,000 of us in the United States alone. There are tens of thousands of us in the world. Just like, you may have some distant relatives of the Lindsay family. Um, I don't want her to think that, Jacob Rothschild was my great uncle or anything like that. We are distant relatives, but that's about all. So I just want to be upfront about that.
That's okay. I mean, my girlfriend seemed to like you, so I don't see why my girl cousin wouldn't like you.
Certainly. I sent her a DM, so hopefully she'll get back and we'll be able to connect. Okay.
Alright, great. Yeah, I think she just turned 18. She's like just turned 18. She wanted to lie about her age for him to meet you. Like, I think her birthday's literally March 18th.
Oh, okay. Wow.
She just turned 18.
Well, phenomenal. I'll be happy to meet her.
Because I told her about you like March 15th or something, and she's like, I gotta meet this guy. And then now she's finally 18, like for real, dude.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to interact with children, so I appreciate her patience in waiting. And Now that she's an adult, I'll be happy to have any
Well,
discussion she'd like.
she wasn't patient at all. She was begging me to death to invite me to the server.
Well, that's okay. She's now of legal age, so I'll be happy to have any discussion she would like.
Yeah, and she's lucky. She's gonna meet you like a couple days after her 18th birthday, which is that's lucky in my opinion. I mean, I wish I happened to be. I mean, I'm 21, so yeah.
Very cool.
I don't know. She's kind of shy. She might be like needed. I don't know. We'll see.
Certainly.
See what we find out. You see her profile picture? She's a little weird.
That's okay. We're all a little weird. No big deal. I sent her an invite and I welcome her to join us whenever she has time.
She wants to join, but she says I'm a ringer. Maybe. No, I think it's because she's on like an Apple device and don't like 18 plus stuff. Like her parents or something. Okay, well she's gonna have to use her laptop. She needs to stop. I mean, I shouldn't call my cousin stupid. That's stupid for me to do that.
Sure.
It
You can. I think.
I'm just annoyed that she called me at 3 a.m. She called me at 3 a.m. my time, knowing it was 3 a.m. for me, and she's like, "Hey, Mr. Rothschild." It's fine.
No problem.
It's fine.
Yeah, I think you can still join with an iOS device. I mean, I'm on an iOS device right now in my hand, and I'm joining.
Oh, okay. Well, I think she has like parental controls because she's just.
Now that could
Her
be.
parents are helicopter parents.
Sure.
You know about that, right?
Of course.
So she can't join any 18 plus. She can't join any porn websites. Like his parents are strict like that.
Okay.
Which I mean, in a way, is really good. But in another way, is like now she can't join his house.
That's okay. I sent her a
different device.
I sent her a friend request. She got back to me, so I'm texting with her now.
Okay, great. Yeah, she's excited. I mean, yeah, you're not related to Jacob, or maybe you are technically related to Jacob, but she heard about your world peace thing and she instantly was like, "Oh my goodness, I need to meet this guy." Because her senior year project when she was in high school was all about ending world hunger, so she's probably
That'd be
relating to
great.
that
I'd love to talk to her about that.
Yeah, and she doesn't want to go to college, which is kind of weird because she's super smart. I'll let her live her life, honestly. She's a little nerdy too.
That's
She's
cool. We all are.
I'm nerdy,
Nerdy's cool.
but I'm nerdy, but oh my gosh, like she's nerdy. Like she knows way more than I do.
Excellent.
Yeah, I pretend to know everything, but I really don't. She actually knows pretty much everything. And same thing with you, dude.
I
Like
don't know if I
every
know
time I talk to
everything.
you, I'm just like,
In fact, there's a saying: with every day that passes, the less I recognize that I know. But um, with the advancement of AI, we can basically get the answer to anything.
yeah, wow. See, look, you're telling me this stuff right now. All right, well, I'm gonna go to bed. Like,
Hey, you,
I'm at
sweet
my mom's
dreams.
house right now, and
Sweet dreams, and thank
she's
you for
probably gonna be
introducing me to
pissed
your
at me.
cousin. I'll be happy to meet her. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And the knives.
You know it. You know it.
And you watch every episode of the show, and you said, this time I'm gonna get Tony. I'm gonna do what nobody's had the balls to do because everybody had the common sense to know it wouldn't work. I'm going to make jokes about surface level things about Tony, and you came in guns a-blazing, and look at you, and look at me.
I understand. Instead of disrespecting you by going up here and saying I didn't think I was going to get called up.
No, I love that.
It was great what you did on one level.
No, and then by the way, I'm honored. That's cool that you took the time to like make jokes about, you know, shit that people barely know about me.
It looks like your favorite restaurant is Bubba Gump Restaurant.
You do have an interesting look, Brian. What do you do for a living?
I work at Ford, remember we talked earlier?
Oh, that's
so
right.
I listened to you
were that guy out there. So you drove 4 hours to be here tonight, right?
Yes, and I'll be in Nashville also.
And the whole doing the Tony material?
Yeah, you gonna roast me again if you get pulled out in Nashville?
No, I'll have a new
what do you think you would have talked about had you not spent your time trying to roast the unroastable?
Probably black people, maybe.
Jesus Christ. Hold on a second. Now, it's been a long episode, guys.
I did not see that.
It's been a long episode.
Maybe the Jews and how greedy they are. Yeah, something like that.
I have to ask, Brian, you're from 4 hours south of here. What do you think you would have said about black people had you talked about them?
I would say I used to have a black friend and discuss some of the reasons why I make fun of black people is because he makes fun of white people all the time. And he thinks he can get away with that because he's black.
No.
And the truth is, he can.
Yeah, he can break me.
That's true.
He can break me in half, so.
All right, Brian. Well, we're running out of time here. Any other cool fun facts about Brian?
Not really. I just appreciate the opportunity.
Do you have any kids?
I have two in the crowd. My son, we're going to be the first father and son, but
people just booed his son.
I don't like to see that.
If you would have called my son up here, he would have had a much better set and made me look
probably would have. Is your son actually interested in doing stand-up comedy?
I don't know, but he has a hell of a minute, a lot better than what I have.
Is that true?
It is true.
Oh, well, you're just going to have to find out in Nashville.
Oh, maybe Nashville.
Oh, you're going to see him? You're going to be in Nashville. Am I getting it right now? You're going to be in Nashville, and he's traveling around the country like a deadhead, catching all the shows.
Yes.
It's interesting.
We wanted to be the first father and son, but maybe next time.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. We ran out of time, unfortunately.
I appreciate the time you give me, though.
And we
That's a cliffhanger. It's a teaser.
It's a teaser. That's how it happens sometimes. Will the son be funnier than the father? I already guarantee you he will. But that's awesome, Brian. You know, it takes a real set of balls to come up here and do anything at all. And you probably took that spot from your son here tonight.
Probably so.
You just let him sign up. You would have increased his odds of getting picked. And instead, you got pulled and you tried to make fun of me. And goddamn. I almost feel bad for you.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long 4-hour drive home with your balls sticking to your leg. Those Under Armour jogging pants, thinking about what you could have said.
Ironically.
Rewriting the Caitlyn Jenner balls joke over and over.
He's now sponsored by Blunder Armour.
Ouch.
Blunder Armour. I love it.
Pretty good.
All right, Brian. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Brian Purcell, everyone. And that is a hot and sticky episode of Kill Tony live from Fort Wayne, Indiana at Let's Fest. What appears to be a very fun festival. We're excited about it. We just got in. We're doing a stand-up show that we got to turn and burn around everything for. How about one more time for the great and powerful Andy Kindler, everybody? Come on. You were so funny that you like fucked me up a little bit, like from laughing too hard. I could barely get my fucking things together sometimes early on.
I have insurance for busted guts and.
I love you.
I'm sorry, that was my last line.
Truly an honor to have you on, Andy.
Thank you.
The great Jeremiah Watkins, everybody. Come on.
Yeah!
So angelic. Listen to every episode of Jeremiah Wonders. That's one of my favorite podcasts out there right now. He plays a bunch of characters, has great guests on, a lot of fun stuff going on over at Jeremiah Wonders. And how about Joelberg, everyone? Joel Jimenez. It's on social media, mostly sorry. Anything else, Joel?
Oh, it's just amazing. I've gotten to meet most of my heroes while half naked, so it's just weird.
All right, bye. There he is, Joel Jimenez. We're all doing stand-up in this crazy stand-up show that I'm headlining in whenever they turn this place around and hopefully fix the AC or something, and we'll figure it all out. That was a hot and sticky episode of Kill Tony. Thank you guys so much for coming out. See you guys. Hey, this is Red Bay coming to you live from the world famous Comedy Store main room for a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe. Wow! Hi everybody, look at this packed ass crowd. Make some noise, everyone. Ryan Redband's here. Live on YouTube from the main room of the Comedy Store, the greatest comedy club on the planet. It's great to be home, good to be back. We just had a crazy long stretch of shows in Cleveland, Cincinnati, Fort Wayne. Thank you to all those amazing cities in the mid-east of America for great shows. We had a lot of fun. I had a crazy plane trip coming home yesterday. Yeah. Our guest is a few minutes away, so I'm stalling. So I'm going to tell you guys this crazy thing. This is a true story. You know this, right? It's unbelievable. So normal thing. We fly all the time, right? It's part of what I do. I've gotten pretty decently good at it. And yesterday I have the front seat of the premium side, not first class, the front of the back, basically, right? Yeah. Row 7, seat A. Now that's a window seat. I specifically paid the extra $30 for the fucking window seat, right? Because I know that I'll enjoy it. It's a long flight. It's from Chicago to LA. That's a longer one. Anyway, normal thing. I've gotten good at flying, so I sleep like a baby. I got the big fancy Tempur-Pedic neck pillow, the biggest one possible, like one of those fucking linebacker things. I have the $37 eye cover. It's $37 fucking dollars. Can you imagine how good it must be? It's basically a Tempur-Pedic fucking eye cover. It's thick. It's crazy. So I'm out like a light for about, we'll say, 4 hours, right? I think maybe. Anyway, we'll say 4 hours. There's about an hour left on the flight when I wake up. I'm waking up, and I have that gray wall in front of me, so there's really nothing to look at. The little TV monitor's off, right? So I'm trying to focus my eyes. But there's nothing to really focus on. My window shutter's closed, right? And I look, the only thing I see is I'm starting to like wake up, right? I'm getting crap out of my eyes and I'm looking down. My thing was on too tight. My $37 eye cover was on too tight. And I'm looking down, and my eyes start to focus, but the guy to my left in the middle seat is texting. So I'm looking, even though it's something I never do, I look at the text message, and it says, yeah, where are you at? I'm stuck in the middle seat between two weirdos. This is what I'm waking up to. Right? So I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck am I a weirdo? Why, because I'm just sleeping? Like a baby? Just out like a light? How am I possibly a weirdo? And I start thinking to myself, maybe the guy on the other side of this guy is a weirdo, and he's sort of exaggerating to his friend via text. So I sort of do a lean forward to see what that guy looks like. Fucking badass cowboy-looking dude, badass mustache, fucking leather boots, I mean, well-fitting clothes, right? Cool fucking jacket. He reminded me of, like, the bartender from or not the bartender, but the guy at the bar in The Big Lebowski, that cool cowboy motherfucker.
You sure you weren't, like, moaning when you were sleeping?
Don't interrupt me here, Brian. Just let the momentum roll here. So the cowboy guy, right, with the beat you just stepped on, isn't a weirdo, right? He's a badass motherfucker. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm a badass motherfucker. This guy's totally in the wrong. He's a fucking weirdo, right? But then I became sort of a weirdo because I kept looking at everything he was doing on his phone after that. I couldn't help myself. If the first thing I saw was that I'm a fucking weirdo, what else is this guy talking about? And he's going from one text conversation to another, and I see 2, 3, 4 text conversations all about how he's in between 2 weirdos. Different people. This guy clearly has had his Wi-Fi bumping for 4 hours that I've been asleep. Right? And he's just going from one conversation to the next, and I keep watching. He goes, yeah, the guy to my right on the window seat has the window shutter closed. What a weirdo. And another conversation. He goes, yeah, the guy to my right has the window shutter closed. He must be afraid of flying. And all this is happening. I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Fuck this guy. I'm going to keep the window shutter closed the whole time. And I look over again. And what do I see him text? His one friend from probably down on land goes, where are you at? Do you know? And he goes, I think I'm flying over the Grand Canyon. But I wouldn't know because the weirdo next to me has his window shutter closed. Finally, I'm like, you know what? Oh, I want to say something, right? I want to say something to the fucking guy. I want to go, who the fuck do you think you are, right? And I know that I can't do that because that's just going to end up 2 guys in the front of the plane going, you're a fucking weirdo. No, you're a fucking weirdo. So instead what I do is I reach forward nice and slow and I grab that window shutter by that little bottom part, right? And I slowly start to lift it up. And as I get it just barely up, I put my head right in front of it like that. And I'm just leaning out a window like I've never looked outside before in my life. Like a prisoner that just got his first window in years. I'm just fucking filling the window with my head. Not even looking at anything. I know what the fuck all that shit looks like. I fly every fucking weekend. I'm not afraid of flying. So I'm just filling the thing with my head a good 15 seconds. And then what do? I reach my hand back up and I grab the top of that fucking shutter. And I slowly lift my head away and go, like that. Fucking weirdo calling me a weirdo?
So weird. I always sleep with that thing down.
Who fucking keeps it open?
I want that sun in my eye the
You
whole
got the
time.
middle seat, you idiot.
Yeah.
Don't accept a middle seat unless you're not going to be a baby about the window. Windows are closed. Bunch of tourists here with the fucking looking out the windows. They're like, why don't you enjoy the process?
Ryan J. Ebelt's here. He draws every
Hey,
episode.
look at that. Speaking of windows, always a sunny sight to see, the great Ryan J. Ebelt. And yeah, we just did a whole crazy week on the road, and we're about to do it again this week. We're going to Lexington to do some stand-up, and then we're doing that big rescheduled Kill Tony in Nashville this Sunday. That's a big one for us. September 20th, we're in Lansing, Michigan, doing Kill Tony and stand-up. Same with Grand Rapids the next day, September 21st, and then the next day, Detroit, Michigan. September 22nd, doing a Kill Tony there with our guest Danny Brown and some special surprises. Then the next week we're in Toronto, doing some stand-up shows and some crazy stuff. That's a big festival. That's JFL Toronto. And then we are doing a Kill Tony there on the 28th of September at midnight. That's Friday at midnight.
A midnight show.
That is going to be fucking chaos. They put us in this beautiful Regal Theater, and we're going to burn the bitch down. October 3rd through the 6th, I'm doing stand-up in Chicago, and then November 9th, we're at Venus de Milo in Swansea, I think I'm saying that right, Massachusetts, outside of Boston, between Boston and Providence, smack dab right in the middle. So, you know, we had a lot of people driving from a lot of different places, 4 hours shows, yeah.
That was crazy.
So, yeah, good luck. And then November 13th, we're in San Antonio doing Kill Tony and a stand-up show. The 14th in Austin, the 15th in Houston, and the 16th That's all in November. That's a 4-day stretch. Actually, it's a 5-day stretch because we have 5 days in Fort Worth. Damn, we sold this motherfucker out tonight. Give yourselves a hand for being an amazing audience. We packed this bitch. Did it. All right. So yeah, there's a bunch of Kill Tonys happening. Thanks everybody for watching on YouTube. We're live on YouTube, our brand new home. We are perhaps what we would call the last to the YouTube party. But here we are. We have finally arrived. A lot of people were wondering, where's Kill Tony going to end up? Netflix? Comedy Central? YouTube. We're on YouTube, everyone. We did it. Breaking new ground. Took 5 years to sign our deal with YouTube.
Our Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Fort Wayne shows will be uploaded to YouTube this week also. So if you want 3 extra episodes, check it out, youtube.com/KillTony.
And be sure to check out Roast Battle on Comedy Central on Tuesday nights at 10. In a couple weeks, there's going to be a special treat for all you Kill Tony fans out there, as I will be taking on the undefeated, undisputed, defending Roast Battle champion, Mike Lawrence. We'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed. It's going to be one of the toughest things I've ever done. Luckily, I've written for the last 6 or 7 Comedy Central roasts, and I was built for that shit, so we'll see what happens. Maybe we should bring the band up first? What do you think? You guys like bands? How many of you are fans of this show? Alright, then you guys know what's up. Every single week, these guys commit to different characters, and I never know what they're going to be. They actually, for the first time ever, slid the sliding doors in their special green room closed. I think they were up to something for a while back there. And I'm really excited to see what they do. They are unbelievably great, just killed it on the road, and here they are. They're the best damn band in the land. They're the Kill Tony band. Jeremiah Watkins, Joel Jimenez, and Chroma Chris. Come on, guys, you gotta make some noise. Oh my god. It's Street Fighter. Wow! This is incredible. Holy shit. Street Fighter. Wow. Perhaps some of the most committed characters I've ever seen.
Wow.
I just tore my ACL, Tony.
Wow. We have the methed out Karate Kid. And, fuck yeah, Chroma Chris has gone full lesbo for this one. And then we have, what is it? Someone that drowned trying to swim here from Mexico?
Blanca.
Oh, Blanca. That's Blanca?
Is it Blanca? Yeah.
You guys,
Blanca, Tony.
hell yeah, well, man, I'm excited to see how much fun we have here with the Street Fighters. This should be... I never really played that much Street Fighter, but I guess you guys will remind me of what I forgot.
Well, Ryu usually has more muscles than that, but...
Red Band is on a keto diet.
Wow, the Street Fighter versus the Meat Fighter over here.
I like that.
Pure keto over here. So, I don't know. Maybe we should explain the show a little bit more. Another few minutes. Josh, can you hear me? Josh, can you hear me? And I can hear him talking back there. That he can't hear me because he's talking about something. Anyway, so we have a fun show here. This isn't even everything. It's not over yet, people. In fact, we haven't even begun. Over 40 or 50 comedians signed their names for the chance to do 60 seconds on this stage tonight. You know their time is up when you hear the sound of a kitty. That means wrap it up then, or else you're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. Man, sounds furious tonight. And then we interview you and talk with you about your life or anything else that's going on that we might find interesting about you. What does that say? Oh, okay, perfect. What do you guys say we go through one before our guest arrives? Would that be okay?
Yeah.
See what happens? It's like a Kill Tony Road show. No guests. Well, we did have Andy Kindler on that Fort Wayne episode, and let me tell you something. Holy shit. That fucking guy's hilarious. Make sure you go back and listen to Fort Wayne. If you like jokes, you'll love that episode. Alright, you guys ready to start this thing? I pulled a name out of the fucking bucket. It's about to go down. Put your hands together for an uninterrupted 60 seconds from Tatenda Mudzi. Tatenda. That name sounds familiar.
Hello. How's it going? I'm from Zimbabwe. Coming to LA, I didn't realize how behind the times we are in my country. Like things that are still big in the 90s, like that were big in the 90s here, are huge over there. Like people in Zimbabwe love Jean-Claude Van Damme. You know, they're still doing like the double punch. They love Jean-Claude Van Damme, right? So things that were big in the 90s here are still big over there, like AIDS, for example. Used to be big here, not so much, still big where I'm from. Like, it's, you know, the thing about AIDS that pisses me off, it's like, it's the reason why Zimbabwe will never have, like, its own superhero or, like, an action star, because the diseases are more important than the people. You know, like, if we were to have an Avengers, it'd be like Captain AIDS. Like Iron Deficiency Man, the Incredible HIV, Black Widow, whose husband was killed by Captain AIDS.
Jesus, I feel like you were just gonna keep naming superheroes. Tatenda Mudzi. So, who is the most famous person from Zimbabwe?
Probably me.
Really?
No. There's a singer, Oliver Mtukudzi, who's pretty famous. Yeah.
I wonder what his music
there's like, what's his music sound like?
Is that him?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. No, there's Denai Guerrero from Walking Dead and Black Panther, and some guy Teresa from the Gaffigan Show and Storm.
Do people watch TV a lot in Zimbabwe? Is that a very popular thing?
Yeah, they do.
Is it mostly American TV or?
It's a mix. There's American TV, a lot of British stuff, a lot of stuff from Canada for some reason, and I know. And
Because it's cheap.
Yeah, probably. There's some like African shows.
At any given time in Canada, it's just 4 channels of those wacky bench moving shows, like, you know. It's like, whoa! People like slipping on banana peels and shit.
Sure.
Anyway, you always wear your sunglasses on your collar like that?
Apparently, cool. It just kind of happens. Sometimes I do that.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
About 7 years.
7 years. How much here in LA?
Probably like 6 months between the time. So I was in Zimbabwe for a while making a film. Back in, I was in New York City doing some stand-up, and then back in LA for a bit as well.
How old were you when you moved out of Zimbabwe?
18.
What are some of the scariest animals that you've encountered in Zimbabwe? You have crazy animals over there? Like,
no, I mean, I live in the suburbs, so not really.
You lived in the subway?
Suburbs. Oh, no, we don't have a subway. That's, yeah.
Not even the sandwich shop?
No.
Really?
That's an American chain.
So it's global. I mean, probably not in Zimbabwe. I know you guys probably have, like, food shortages and everything, so it's probably hard to upkeep a Zimbabwe there. Hey, look, everybody, it's our guest, Russell Peters! Wow!
Hey.
Fuck yeah! Hi, Russell.
Hey, what did I miss?
This is Tatenda. He's from Zimbabwe.
Hey, Tatenda? Hey, how's it going? Nice of you to attend.
There we go. Russell's right in. Didn't miss a beat. You're all caught up. We were just talking about crazy animals in Zimbabwe.
Well, it's Africa, so you probably got the big 5. We have the big 5, but like I said, I have a big 9.
What's the big 5? Is that like a basketball team or something?
It's like a lion, elephant, giraffe, rhino, buffalo, I think. No, not buffalo.
You sure you're African?
Yeah. I grew up in the suburbs.
And Crips.
What are the suburbs of Zimbabwe like compared to the
Suburbs are South Africa, Mozambique.
Pretty accurate, actually. They look actually a lot like LA. We have jacaranda trees and the trees with the purple leaves, flowers. Same kind of trees.
We don't call them that here.
Huh. We probably call them purple blossoms, whatever. Yeah.
Even your trees are darker than ours.
I guess so. I mean, I did go on a safari once in South Africa, and we saw these like really white, like albino lions. Basically, there's like a whole compound of them.
What were they doing? Ruling over the darker ones?
No, just like actually they were just like running around.
Imposing their will, their lion religions.
Running free while the darker ones were in cages.
Actually, when you go in there, you enter the cage as well. Like it's a big compound.
I too have
They're
gone
living
on one of
well.
those in South Africa. Which one did you go to?
I think it's called it's by Lesedi, I think. I can't remember
Is
the
it
name.
near Joburg, Cape Town, Durban?
Outside of Joburg.
Outside Joburg.
Joburg? Wait, what?
Oh, I forgot the green guy. Weren't you on the show last week in Whiteface?
Yeah, took a chance. We remember.
Yeah.
I was just ignoring it, giving you a fresh shot. That's how nice of a guy I am, trying to erase the memories of that bomb fest that was just last week.
I'm sad I missed his set.
Well,
Was it no good?
this one was good, but
Oh, okay,
last
good.
week he did something in whiteface. He took 2 surgical masks and put them on his
It's an
face.
experiment, you know.
It was definitely an experiment. You're much likable being yourself. Anyway, Tatenda, we're going to move on quickly because Russell just got here and I want to have a little restart and have him see somebody fresh. So there he goes, Tatenda Mukutsi. Up last week, very lucky guy. This guy's been on like 3 times in 4 or 5 weeks. Russell, welcome to the show.
Hi, Tony.
Russell
Sorry,
Peters is
sorry
here,
I'm
everyone.
late.
No, we love it. Whatever it takes to get you, buddy. Glad you're back. It's been a while. And the band is Street Fighter tonight. I don't know if you noticed.
I noticed that.
You ever play the game Street
Of
Fighter?
course, that's Ryu, right? And that's, what was the other guy's name? Luke?
That's Ellen DeGeneres stuff.
That's correct. 90s Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
And that's Blanca.
Hey, yeah, Russell got it. I love it. You guys ready to keep this thing moving along? You get it, right? Uninterrupted 60 seconds, and then we talk to you afterwards. Anything can happen. Put your hands together for Brandon Jordan. Here we go. I'm not seeing movement. Oh, no.
Oh, he's over here.
Hey, here he is, Brandon Jordan.
What's up, y'all? My name's Brandon Jordan from Detroit, Michigan. Anybody been to Detroit before? Why did y'all go? I can't wait to get out of Detroit, man. Since I was a little kid, I always wanted to move to LA. Been a Laker fan all my life. You know, Nick Van Exel, Elton Campbell, Eddie Jones, you know, them days. Moved to LA. I've been here 6 months, man. And LA is some bullshit. I already got $1,500 in parking tickets. Got my car towed twice. And I stay in a 350 square foot studio apartment for $1,200 a month. With a roommate. I didn't realize how much of a king I was in Detroit. In Detroit, I had a 2-bedroom apartment. Wood floors. Washer and dryer. For $300 a month. Even the girl across the hall would let me hit sometimes when her boyfriend went to work. Alright, Brandon.
Hell yeah, Brandon Jordan. Damn, here, step up to the mic. So Brandon, that's all true?
Yeah, that's all true.
And Brandon, what time did you finish your shift at Shake Shoes?
5 o'clock.
Because you're still wearing your work shirt.
Brandon, $1,200 for a studio apartment with the roommate? You guys splitting rent?
Yep.
That's why you have a roommate.
Tony, he said 1,200.
Oh.
1,200.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's slightly more manageable than 100.
What do you do for a living, Brandon?
I'm a manager at She Choose.
Wait a second. You really do that? Is that a joke?
He's wearing his fucking shirt, right?
Oh, I didn't realize you were allowed to wear.
Look at the back of his
I
shirt.
didn't realize they were allowed to wear sweatpants at that place.
It's a sneaker store.
That's a good store. Never been there.
I am a manager at Kicking Ass, and
more time. Finish him. A different video game, jerk. My bad.
Brandon, how long you been working at the shoe place?
Almost 4 years.
Almost 4 years, and you transferred from the Detroit location to LA.
Well, no, actually, I started working in Detroit, and
At Chic Shoes?
Actually, yeah, Chic Shoes, and after a while they transferred me, so I didn't move to a couple different cities. That's how I ended up in LA. The store I managed in Texas closed down, and then they moved me out here.
Wait, Texas closed down, but Detroit didn't?
Yeah, Detroit closed down too.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I
that
left
makes
Detroit before they closed it down.
Just check.
That's how I met. That's where I met you.
How'd you meet me?
At, down in Fort Worth.
Oh,
Right,
okay. Oh, all right.
Yep.
Now, what part of Detroit you from?
East Side, 7 Mile and Ryan.
You familiar with 7 Mile and Gratiot?
Yes, I am.
I used to go shopping there. It's G7 Menswear.
Oh, okay.
You know that spot?
Yeah, I know it's
It's run by the Koreans. They have fake everything.
Yeah, fake everything.
Yeah. If I had money, I bought that shit.
What would you do for fun in Detroit that you can't do here?
Dodge bullets.
Unless I
You can do that here.
You can do that here too. Unless you go to Compton, you know. But in Detroit, casinos.
You know, the Motown
We got
Casino.
real casinos in Detroit.
Well, I mean, you go to Windsor and get the real ones too.
Yeah, that's true. But
And you can also
it's not
drink.
in LA.
Where would you play at the casinos?
Roulette.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my game.
Would you play the same numbers every time? Or
Yep.
would you? Yeah.
Numbers.
What are the numbers?
7, 21, 5, 20, 14.
Those are
That's
good
almost
numbers.
all the numbers.
Yeah. 7 and 21 are 2 of my top 5 favorites. Anyway, so Brandon, now that you're here in LA, you've been doing more stand-up?
Yeah, I've been doing more stand-up.
Right, a lot of open mics.
Open mics, some shows too.
You making friends with other comedians?
Yeah, I had some friends before I moved out here too, so that made the transition easy.
Okay. How far along the transition are you?
You still have the goatee.
And I can tell since you're wearing sweatpants, you have a dick and balls. Alright, Brandon. What
You know,
else? Is that true that you used to have sex with the chick across the hall?
Yeah, sure.
How's the game with the ladies been going since your
It
new girl?
started off, she called me one day, she was like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, you want to eat some pussy? I was like, I ain't got shit else to do, so let's go.
Wow.
Did you ask her what was for dessert? You want to eat some pussy? What you got for dessert?
Man,
Because I'm lactate intolerant. Because she was lactating.
How did
She
she
had the titties.
How did she have your number?
Oh, she actually worked for a similar company at the time. I was working for Little Caesars at the time.
Lucky.
And
First of all, I didn't know you had all these great corporate jobs. But
I didn't have about over 30 jobs in my life. But
She worked at Little Caesars and she was hot and ready.
and $5.
And so she worked for another company.
But then he
that I
turned
was
it
trying to
down and
work
said,
for.
no, I'm more of a meat lover.
Ryu is throwing shots.
Right.
I do not trust a man who lays with another man's wife.
Was she white or black?
She was black.
She was black. And then you went over there. Damn, Aphrodite's in the house. Cheering for random things.
Angie Stone's happy.
So you went over there, you ate her pussy.
Mm-hmm.
How long did you say you ate it for?
Probably about 10, 15 minutes. I like eating food. So.
And then what happened? You ate it for 10 or 15 minutes,
10, 15
and then what?
Did you let her?
What? Oh, then I hit it.
Oh yeah, you gave her your city.
Yeah.
And
The
then
D.
after, did you
Yeah,
say,
give
did
her-
I do that? What did her husband say? Senda is at TA1ODA. And your next comedian goes by the name of Mark Walker. Mark Walker. See movement tonight. Mark Walker? I don't see anyone coming towards us. No.
Get out of here.
Well. Why don't you look at that? Last time this young lady was on this show, she absolutely destroyed. She had her best set ever on this show. I don't want to raise the expectations too much. She is a legend here on Kill Tony. 62 fucking years old. She shows up every week. You know her, you love her. It's Aphrodite! Come on, make some noise, everybody. Aphrodite!
How y'all doing? Right now, I'm hornier than a Catholic priest. I'm hornier than a Catholic priest. It's been months now. I see these good-looking black men, you know, the ones that about something that her sisters would like to date. They say they only date white women. Giving all that black dick to white women. You know, brothers get successful. They want some of that Ku Klux Klan pussy. Oh, yeah. They want some of that Emmett Till, get your black ass killed pussy. Oh, yeah. I just want to tell the brothers, she said now, when that white cop pull your black ass over, you better tell him you're driving Miss Daisy. You better tell him you're a motherfucking Uber driver. Because he find out you fucking that white woman, your ass is going to get laid out.
Damn. Aphrodite. Are you just the most special goddamn thing in the world? How long has it been since you started stand-up?
Almost 2 years now.
2 years. And you've been doing this show off, you've been signing up off and on for 2 years.
Yes, almost.
And you are a perfect example of someone that we have literally only watched get better. It is one of the coolest things, you know?
Yeah.
Just working beats. You started this late. You're having fun with it. You're showing up. You're learning. You're listening. You know, you're having fun with it. Always smiling every damn Monday. And it's just so cool to watch you, you know, I mean, you were working beats up there. You know, it wasn't necessarily, you know, a slaughter fest, but there you are, trying new stuff, taking chances, and doing it all with that sweet, sweet, badass. Look at that fucking thing. My God, I just can't help it.
Man's back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Jedi ass is, it's weird that your grandma had a Jedi ass, because you have the Darth Vader helmet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So do I.
Talk about dark. Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm selling afros to white people, $29.95. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else in life been good?
Oh,
what do you do? What do you do on the other days? I see you every Monday night. You always make a point to say hello. You're always positive and fun. And what does Tuesday through Sunday look like for
Well, I have
Aphrodite?
different things to do. Yeah. Done some other mics as well.
Yeah. What about other than mics and other than music? We know that you sing. What else?
The shows are coming up.
Yeah. We know. But you had fun again.
Yeah.
I absolutely love your passion for this show.
I love you, Tony. You are my best teacher. You really
Wow.
are.
Look at
You really
that.
are.
There you go.
Yes.
And
And I
congratulations.
love everybody here. You guys don't know. It means so much to be in my 60s.
Okay, Aphrodite.
I
love you
know.
too. You're the
And
best.
my ass loves you too.
Oh shit. In that case.
Congratulations on your mom's Nefertiti.
Yes, no stuffers, no feelings. This is grease made. Grease.
All right, Aphrodite. There she goes.
Thank
62
you.
years old, the great Aphrodite, everybody. She's on Twitter at Aphrodite Love. That's spelled AFRODYETELOVE. That's fun, right? People of all shapes and sizes.
I would like to hit her sphincter. Really, Jeremy?
All right, this young lady's been on before. It was very funny. Put your hands together for Rachel Wolfson.
I was a big tomboy growing up. Now they call it transgender. I feel like my mom made my sister and I ugly on purpose because that was her form of birth control. Like I was completely unfuckable as a child. I had a mullet. Sometimes I wonder. No, no one wants to fuck a kid with a mullet. Let's be honest. Like no one. But like sometimes I wonder if they would have tried, like if someone would have tried to fuck me because my mom's a judge. It's on my Steam. I don't want to be here anyways.
What club was it?
It was they just opened up a new club at the top of the Palms.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Apex Social Club.
But you can't be bringing that much weed and be social.
No, they're like no weed, just all the other drugs. I was like, you're a racist. You got weed.
Do you always travel with that much weed though? Don't you
I forgot. I had a giant jar, didn't take it out. Thought
Wait,
maybe
how big
they were
is
cool.
this jar?
It was like up to half the water bottle filled with weed. So it was big enough.
I pictured a fucking Costco mayo.
No, it was a mason. It was a mason jar. It was like a jar you get at like fucking world's best furniture. I don't know.
So what type of job are you looking for?
Something that will pay me during the day so I can do this at night.
So when you say something that'll pay you during the day, like what type of job are you looking for?
I mean, I prefer to keep my clothes
Is that
on.
what you Google when you're looking for employment?
I'm like,
something
jobs
during day
where I
to
can
pay
keep
for nighttime.
my clothes on and still.
Yeah, I mean, the good strippers don't work in the day, so don't
Yeah,
worry
for
about
sure,
that.
you're right. But like they do have day strippers.
No, they do, but it's like, I mean, you don't look 31, so you could like just be like.
I still have time. There's still hope for me.
Yeah. IHOP? What about IHOP?
Yeah.
IHOP.
Here's the thing: you want to go to places where you're going to meet people.
IHOP is where I should
IHOP's a
go.
good place because that's where like a lot of people go and they think it's under the radar.
Are those the right kind of people I should be meeting? The
I
IHOP?
don't go there. I do go there. I too live in Vegas, by the way.
You too? What part?
In Henderson.
Oh, weird. That's that place. I live on the other side.
Summerlin?
Yeah.
The better
That's
part
my
of town.
hood.
You're in the better part of town.
Yeah, for sure.
What is your professional judge mother think about your lack of focus in pot smoking? Because to be honest with you, I'm very disappointed, and I just met you.
Listen, you should call my mom. She would share the concern. I feel.
Yeah? Okay, so get this. Apparently, to get hired at Hooters, the way that it works is you go down there and they have you stand right up against a wall. And if your boobs touch the wall before your nose does, then hooray. You're hired at Hooters. Which is cool. Kind of like their way of saying, Hooters, we don't hire Jews. I don't work at Hooters, I work in an office. And it's like a pretty standard office job kind of setup. Like I just sit in a cubicle and like use the word bandwidth a lot. I know the cubicles get kind of a bad rep, but honestly, I don't mind it at all. Like I actually can't think of a more perfect place to just sit and silently cry between the hours of 9 to 5. But it's okay, because I keep a cup underneath my face to kind of collect all the tears, and then I use that to water the plant at my desk. Visionary, I know. I love it. Oh, okay.
There you go, Veronica Kwiatkowski. Still live in San Diego?
They do, yeah.
Does he still practice?
Yeah.
Is he getting better?
I'm not sure.
What do you do for fun?
I like to watch TV. Right.
Wow, cool!
Interesting, sorry. So, I like to, watch TV.
Do you have any special skills or hobbies or talents or anything like that?
I'm really good at jigsaw puzzles. Yeah.
First of all, I'm getting hard.
I know. I just outed myself as having no friends.
Jigsaw puzzles?
Yeah, I have no friends at all. I just sit at home and I
Do you live by yourself?
with my
Wow.
puzzles.
Do you have any cats?
No, I don't.
No pets?
No.
How about a puzzle of a cat?
I should get one.
If you had to guess how many puzzles you do a year, what would that number be?
You seem puzzled by this.
Let's take a guess. Ballpark it.
20.
Wow.
That makes
20
sense,
puzzles a
Yeah.
year.
For people, but here it's not exciting, so I don't know.
She's the kind of girl you marry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she seems like a great
That's
person.
That's not
Are
like,
you kidding me? I'd kill myself after 20 minutes. Be so fucking bored.
I know.
You would actually kill Tony?
You're crazy. That's like the kind of girl you look for that you never find, you know?
Yeah. And then,
That's
you
the
know,
kind of girl you look for, right?
and she registers at Hobby Lobby.
Love it. Well, Veronica, it was very nice to meet you. There she goes. Her first time on Kill Tony. Veronica Kallday. Kallday. All one word. Hi, Karina.
Hi.
This is your first time on the
This is
show.
my first time.
Look at you. You're just adorable. How old are you?
I look 12, but I'm 28.
Wow.
Yeah.
28. You have braces.
I know, it's killer.
And glasses.
You better brace yourself for this interview.
It's helping my dating life.
Hell yeah. 28 years old with braces. I think that's when the orthodontist recommends it, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How much longer you got the braces for?
6 more months.
Wow. You must be excited.
So excited.
You're gonna have an unveiling party?
Yeah. There's gonna be a selfie post for sure on Instagram.
Little quinceañera or something like that.
That's next year.
Yeah.
2 years to have her
I got
double
a slow
quince.
clap.
Yeah, this is the first time Joel's been here at the same time as Jolena. This is interesting. I didn't realize. Anyway, Karina, how long have you been doing stand-up?
Since the end of May. This
End
year.
of May. I guess I'll do the math on this.
2 months?
There you
Two-ish
go.
months?
Hell yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm originally born in Long Beach, but I live in Inland Empire, Claremont.
I have faced many foe in Long Beach.
LBC. We're pretty tough out there.
I have an ex-wife. Considered a bar?
Queso dip. Presidente. What was that?
Is it considered a bar?
Chili's Bar and Grill.
I know, but I don't ever hear, yo, you want to hit the bar?
Yeah.
Chili's?
We got good happy hour. You know? $5 Presidentes. Come see me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you freak more?
We're not allowed to.
Really?
Jiggers. Yeah.
What is it?
Whoa, what?
Jiggers.
Whoa.
No, you guys.
Listen, if a Jewish person hangs on black dudes, that's not what you call them.
It's a little thing you have to measure it out. Depending on if my regulars come in, my hand's heavy. Because like my arms are so small, so the bottles.
He's from the Inland Empire too?
Yes, he is, yeah.
Wow. How long of a trip did you guys have to make tonight? What is that, like an hour?
Yeah, about, hour and a half.
Wow, an hour and a half. And he's been doing it 2 or 3 years, and you've been doing it 2 months, and you got a good set. I'm sort of interested to see if this guy can follow you. Should we bring up her boyfriend and see? All right. Why don't you just give him a proper introduction? Put the mic back in the mic stand and bring him up, and we'll get 60 seconds.
Hang on.
One more time for Karina Sagan, everybody.
You think I'm gonna let a piece of pussy get in my way?
I have come to the conclusion that men are funnier than women.
Damn, Joshua, what's your full name?
Joshua Awad.
Joshua Awad.
Yeah. So you go down on him? Have you ever blown a wad?
Damn.
I swallow, okay? I swallow.
Whoa, this little slut gets
Can you-
cum
can
stuck
you
in her
be good?
braces.
She swallow? She doesn't. I don't want to block you, but
It's weird. She's the one that has braces, and you're the one that sounds like you have cotton in your mouth.
I know it doesn't help that I have cotton mouth.
I see what you did there. Why the long shirt? That's one of the longest T-shirts I've ever seen in my life.
It's the longest, most wrinkled T-shirt I could find. No, this is a tall shirt that my mom got me. She thought it'd be like, I'm gonna get you tall shirts.
Wow.
Like a fashion thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't call it a shirt. He calls it a blanket.
So does Michael Jackson. Can I take that now? No, I'm kidding.
Yes, you may.
So Joshua, how do you like doing stand-up? You've been doing it a couple of years.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
What else do you do for fun?
For fun, I play video games. I like to edit videos.
Yep. Just like everybody else that sounds like you, video games and editing videos. That's exactly what I thought you were going to say. What do you do for work?
I'm not working right now. I was working in post-production, working on TV shows, but I wasn't doing anything creative, so I wanted to make the switch. Nothing?
To unemployment? What are you planning on switching to?
Hopefully this. Like,
Full-time stand-up comedy, or just...
yeah, I'm going hard.
Damn. What did they break up over?
Camel. Cigarettes. They, I don't know.
Yeah,
I was grown by then, so it didn't really, affect me as much as.
How old are you, Josh?
I'm 28.
Okay. Are you guys the same age?
Yeah.
Nice.
She waited for your response to answer, to be honest with you.
Are you in love? I didn't know if her voice would get higher.
Uh-oh, she likes him more than he likes her.
You gotta do it.
Wow. Look at that.
Like, that was the saddest thing I've ever seen. She really tried to do it.
And that's
Make some noise if you have genital herpes. I've had a lot of unprotected sex. I did not get one STD. Got 2 STDs. My name is Robin. Most people call me Sir. My best friend told me, he said, Robin, if you want people to stop calling you Sir, you gotta start wearing makeup. Start wearing makeup, people stop calling me Sir. Start calling me Brave.
Damn. Robin Blake. Welcome, welcome. So this is your first time on the show, right? Your microphone, Robin, over there. Grab that microphone. Fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
Are you on my free cams or which one?
No,
I think she's about to be on your free cams.
hey, just call me later, man.
It's called Chatterbait? Chatterbait, yeah.
Alright, you creep.
I usually do not repeat jokes on this podcast, but I feel like a phenomenal one just slipped by. I said, so they do not call you Hung Lee then.
Jeremiah Watkins just killed himself. So Robin, what are you into? You took steroids for a few years.
Did you take steroids and bodybuild, or just take steroids?
I bodybuild. I used to. I wanted to focus more on comedy. I realized, like, the bodybuilding world, I'm a big fan of it, but it promotes... It was really competitive, and it really triggered my body dysmorphia. So I had to take a break.
When you say that it triggered body dysmorphia, like what can you, if you don't mind talking about it, can you give us an example of what you mean by that?
Well, like, okay, like, I love my body, but then when it got competitive, I couldn't see my body the way it really was.
Hold on, Brian. Okay.
I knew that was coming, I know. I listened to this.
Keep going though. I'm interested to hear your actual answer here. This is a very interesting interview.
Interrupt me, you know. Let's see. I'm a personal trainer too. I've done everything. Drug driven for Lyft. I'm about to become a security guard. I don't know. Like, when it comes to like bodybuilding, it's just that. I mean, like, I like being athletic. I think what happened was I didn't like the pageantry of it.
Right.
But I like the performance aspect. But you're limited as a woman because you don't get a lot of time to pose.
Well, you didn't like the gay shit.
Oh my God, I have no idea what is happening. Perhaps
she's a woman. She didn't like
the paint is going through his skin and he's having an allergic reaction or something. A little too. What is that greenhouse paint you put on? What is happening with Joel?
Remember, he is a monster.
That wasn't me that said that. He's shooting a bunch of blondes tonight. So, Robin, you into boys, girls? What's your story? You just beat the shit out of dudes? Like, what do you do?
Women.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I got a crush on Cassandra.
Oh, damn, yeah. How could you not?
So do I.
Look at her. Amazing.
I will fight you if you agree to the terms.
Oh, shit. Jeremiah, be careful, be careful. All right, she might... Nope. He's kidding. He's just a jokester. This is how all my friends get hurt. Last time Jeremiah took a chance like that, it was on a...
What else is in that fanny?
Remember the episode that Joelberg broke everybody? I
Well, Robin, I will tell you this, is that I find you so goddamn interesting. I've spent more time with you than any other person via the clock tonight, and I wish I could spend more time. I have, like, so many more questions. I think you're so goddamn interesting.
Thank you. That means a lot.
So I really hope that you'll sign up and come back again, will you?
We're friends. She'll be
Our
around.
first time on Kill Tony, Robin Blake, ladies and gentlemen, another person all the way from the Inland Empire. Hell yeah. There she goes, Robin Blake. We have a regular on this show. Whereas so many people get pulled out of the bucket, there's one guy that writes and performs a brand new minute every single week, and he's been doing so for the last few months. In that time, he's gained a huge fan base of his own from being on this show. He's gotten big-time agents, managers, everything. This kid is fucking hilarious. And he writes and performs a brand new minute every week on this show. Make some noise for him. It's the great and powerful Malcolm Hatchett.
Lay down, hell yeah. What's up, y'all? Man, I rode a roller coaster for the first time. It took me 24 years to ride a roller coaster. I ain't a bitch no more because I rode a roller coaster. That shit was scary though. I don't know about y'all, but when I get scared to do shit, I just tell random people around I love them. When I was getting on the roller coaster, the lady was helping me strap up. I was like, excuse me, miss. I don't know you like that, but I love you. She like, I'm married. I was like, I love that nigga too. Could you call him just in case I don't make it back? And then the ride took off, and that's when I called on God. I was like, Lord, if you stop this shit, I go to church every Sunday. And you know when the ride dip, you supposed to scream, but ain't shit come out my mouth. It was like, and then it started to spin. This dude was like, who's sucking dick?
Keep going, yes, finish it. Hold on, wait.
And then the ride went back. And then the ride went back to the entrance, and I was like, this it. They were like, yeah. I was like,
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, you did it again, Malcolm. That's true, you've been riding roller coasters?
I rode one in Vegas. I tried to break it down to a minute.
Which one, though?
The shit about New York. It's a big one, man.
That's your first roller coaster?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
And my last. Yeah, it was cool, though. It was straight, man.
Man, that's a lot of fun. Did you do that? You didn't do that zip line thing?
Hell no. I mean, I'll probably do the zip line maybe one day. I done one back home, but you can, like, touch the grass when you go across.
Yeah, you were doing gigs at the Laugh Factory in Vegas or the Comedy Cellar?
All the Laugh Factory.
Yeah. How was that? A lot of fun?
It was real nice.
All right. A lot of noise coming from that main room, green room tonight. That's a first.
You need my belt?
It's taken years for idiots to ruin that one for me. Who is it back there? I mean, it's unbelievable. Who has the fucking balls? Man, someone's getting reamed after tonight's show. That's going to be exciting to keep an eye on. I'm going to send Robin Blake in to beat their ass in a second.
She is doing security.
Hell yeah. So, Malcolm, how's everything else going? What else is going on in life? You're fucking taking over. You're still living in your car, right?
Yeah, I'll be at my friend's. I'll be in the car, too.
Yep.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I went to the doctor to see if I was a diabetic. I ain't a diabetic. So he said keep eating sugar.
No, he didn't say that.
He did not say that. No, he did.
Why did you think you were diabetic?
Because I ate a lot of sugar. My dad, he died from diabetes. So I was just trying to go get checked.
Were you
So you were just trying to see if you could push it along?
Like, did they tell you, you could be diabetic?
Nah, he said you're good, dog. Go get some candy.
He did not say go get some candy. No, he did not. You're lying to me because you know that I care about you, and I told you that you've been eating too much candy. You know you're lying to me on the show about the doctor prescribing you fucking candy.
He was like, I don't see what the problem is. Go eat some sugar.
He did not say go eat some sugar, Malcolm. You're lying. We're live streaming around the globe right now.
I'm going to go back and I'm going to record them, put it on Snapchat, and tag you.
I swear to God, you better.
I'm an Aries. Aries don't lie.
You have a nice lawsuit in the future that you can get a lot of money for.
Yeah, almost. I love yeah, I've been chilling, man. You know.
I love it, man. I love it.
Have you done any remodeling in the car?
Oh, I got a newer car since last.
Oh, look at you. Instead of getting an apartment, you got another car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But remodels. Yeah, my floor mats, they say welcome now.
Her own way, you know, I sent her this message. And it turns out that night she was hosting the fucking MTV Video Awards.
I know.
How stupid am I? Hey, if you want to swing by Keltoni and give some words of encouragement. I'm such an idiot. She's hosting the fucking MTV Video Awards. Hosting the Video Awards.
She's filming her like 10th movie right now.
It's unbelievable. We are just so proud of her. You can look back on so many great episodes of Keltoni and not only see her on the panel, but she was also the Iron Patriot a couple episodes. Imagine that. Anyway, long story short, Malcolm, you're a fucking star too. Thank you for doing this every week. There he goes, Malcolm Hatchett. It's getting hot in here. Extremely hot. Let's get that AD up in here. Who's working this joint? Fucking 7 door guys, nobody keeping an eye on the thermostat. I don't understand why we have so many door guys.
This reminds me of the time I battled Balrog in Jamaica.
Alright, back to the bucket we go. Is that good with you guys? Back to the bucket, huh? Alright, let's see what happens here. This looks like a new name. Put your hands together for Vincent Bryant. Vincent Bryant. People are walking other directions. No blacklist, dude. Wow, jeez Louise. Vincent missed the spot. Is that Carrie? Hi, make some noise for Carrie, everybody. One of the coolest bartenders at the Comedy Store.
Oh, yeah.
I pulled another name out of the bucket. Ladies' night will continue. Put your hands together for Sarah Lawrence. Sarah Lawrence. Sarah Lawrence. Sarah Lawrence. Sarah Lawrence. Sarah Lawrence. Wow, Jesus Christ. These people sign up and then they get scared to death.
So many females in this show. It's crazy.
Okay, put your hands together. She's in the bathroom?
She's taking a shit.
Damn. All right.
Fresh out of the shitter.
Yes. There you go.
What happened? I had.
You alright, Sarah?
No, I barely flushed the toilet. I washed my hands off. Sorry. This is the Jim. It's wet for my.
What the fuck is? Oh, that's from your hands. Okay,
Yeah,
very good. I thought that was.
I know in America you can flush those.
Woo! Thanks, Isabella, for coming to get me.
Wow. So Sarah Lawrence, you just performed comedy, out of breath, and very fast. I've never heard a female auctioneer perform stand-up before. That was some interesting stuff. Is it true that you used to be a professional basketball player? Really?
Yeah.
In Australia.
Yeah. I did. I fractured my pubic bone.
I'm listening.
So.
What did you fracture it on?
Okay, so I did do a crossover, and then I pulled all my adductor, and then it we were doing like a training camp, and I didn't want to be a pussy and stop because
But,
they were like,
your pussy stopped you.
hey. So I kept training, and the training day was like a 12-hour training day, and then I just kept training through it, and it just got worse and worse, and then I had time off, and it never got better, and I did all this kind of like surgery before I got the actual surgery, and none of it worked, and it's very sad.
So you had some problems down under.
They had to take the shrimp off of us.
Kangaboo!
Wow. So how long were you? Okay. How long were you?
Well,
I sort of do a little bit.
I know you do stuff too. I'll forget about that.
Yeah, she's one of the great artists of our time.
Great. Cool.
You want to take a shot at her making fun of men at work or something? Ooh, I'm old. I don't know who else is in there.
Isn't it weird that Kanye's like the only black guy that you could even have a shirt that says "fuck this guy" on the shirt? Isn't there something a little bit wrong with that? Like if someone was like "fuck Obama," everybody'd be like, "What the fuck is that lady doing on stage?"
Obama's awesome and Kanye's a douche.
What?
He might have nice music, but he's a douche, isn't he? He's a douche.
Very sad.
I don't know.
Objectively douchey.
The crowd didn't necessarily
The
go
one
crazy.
black,
There's
one
angry one white angry blonde chick over there clapping her hands, sitting in the cheap seats.
Isn't every seat the same?
Yeah, but I mean, You didn't have to expose that. You really just ruined my little parade.
Of cheapness.
Anyway. But you can't remember what he did 4 years ago?
What did he do?
Was it when he,
Which Grammy was it that he won?
Oh, maybe it was after the Taylor Swift thing. Maybe that was why. It's not like I'm a Taylor Swift fan. She's a
No, you are now. We're going to keep moving along. There she goes, Sarah Lawrence. What do you guys say? Keep it going? Go back to the bucket one more time? What do you guys think? Alright. You guys seem like you're down for it. Here we go. Let's see what happens, shall we? Round and round we go. Where the bucket stops. Put your hands together for Avery Hutto. Avery Hutto. Here he comes from long distance.
I think the first deer to grow antlers was Insecure. I think there was like some teenage deer named Brian looking in the mirror before school one day, just freaking out because he had horns growing out of his head. But what do? You play it cool. You go to school. But once he gets there, he sees the school bully Chet. Chet is a fucking asshole. Chet's like, what's wrong with you, menorah head? Which is super offensive because Brian's Jewish. But, oh, fuck. I came up here, I lost my voice, and I went nowhere. Fuck that bit. Oh, I know. Oh, it's so pumped. And then you come up here and you're like, no. Oh, okay, never mind. You guys like these pants? Yeah, I had to fight a nurse to get them. I don't know. I just hear sadness in my own voice. It sounds so bad. I'm like hearing it and I'm like, oh, who is this guy? No. No. Oh, my God.
Fuck yeah, Avery Hutto. This was very impressive. Clearly this is Avery's first time hearing the sound of his own voice. We've never really had this happen on this show before.
Avery, today you were Brian the deer.
Yeah.
You didn't like the deer bit. I thought you were performing one of the funniest children's books I had ever heard in my life.
It's one where it works half the time and people really get into it and they're paying attention.
Where's this?
Yeah, when you say half the time.
I want to go to that gig too. I want to play that.
No, it works, but sometimes the crowd looks at me like I'm crazy and I hear like the in my voice and I just couldn't keep it going. I just lost it.
They look at you a little doughy-eyed.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh no, this is not good.
Wow.
Today, you lost the battle.
Avery, how long have you been doing stand-up?
About 2 years.
2 years. How old are you?
I'm 24.
24.
Yep.
Do you grow facial hair though?
I do not. I shaved today, but I got nothing going on.
I will fight you if you agree to the terms.
Avery, you from LA?
No, I'm from Detroit.
Detroit.
Yep.
Wow.
You know, what's his name?
Yeah.
Jordan?
No, I think they're from two different neighborhoods.
No.
Yeah, no way. I'm from Detroit unless you're from Detroit and
you're from
the
Livonia.
suburbs.
There
Yeah, exactly. You've been there, you know how it is.
Nitty? He's not. My friend Frank Nitty's very Detroit roots.
Avery, you live by yourself?
No, I live with roommates here. I just moved here like 2 months ago.
2 months ago. How many roommates do you have?
I have, Aaron McCann, the Irish comedian who you brought up here, lives with all those people.
Yeah.
30 people
The
guy?
30
people guy.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm one of those guys.
No way. You live in that place? Holy shit. How much are you paying in rent?
It's $700. What the? So here's the deal. It's month to month. You don't have to pay a security deposit. Like, I'm looking for other places, but I was
In the house?
I was in Detroit, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I like doing comedy, and then I found this place. I'm like, fuck it. No security deposit. I'm gonna move to LA.
What's the grossest thing you've seen in that house?
And don't say those pants.
Maybe we should tell the audience, for people that don't know. He lives with 30 people in a big giant house with 30 people. And how many bathrooms are there? 4 bathrooms, 30 people being
not
in
a
the
giant house.
So what's the craziest thing that like, you know, it's not that just garbages are bad. There's nothing really that bad. Like, it's a pretty normal place.
Just garbage.
Just trash everywhere. Just the usual
just
trash.
trash.
No, they have cleaning people who come once a day. They have
Mexicans.
Yeah. They are, of course, but they are making some money. Like they know what they're doing. And there's shitty artists.
You have such a little baby face.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I just moved here. I don't have a job yet.
You have saved up money in Detroit, or you have your parents take care of you a little bit?
Saved up money, moved out here.
What did you save it up from?
I actually worked at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle.
Oh, yes.
You've been there? I was a server there, and then I worked as a server at like a breakfast restaurant.
Which one, the griddle?
Now, the Toast in Birmingham. You guys want to go to Detroit? Check it out. Toast.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I am so upset with myself. I just lost that.
I'm you know, the good thing about you is you are actually the white guy you look like. Like, you're not, like, trying to be somebody else who's like, oh, yes.
No, yeah, this is me. This is me.
let me ask you something. You bailed out of that deer. Bit on Menorah Head.
Yes.
Right.
That's where. Yeah. I mean, if you want to let me do the bit.
I want to hear the rest of this bit.
Okay.
I'm a big believer in trying to figure out whether you should have kept doing it or not. I want to see if you made the right decision.
Do you guys think the first deer to grow antlers was insecure?
Wait. You don't have to start. We don't have to start all the way from the beginning.
Wait, hold on.
Just go. You know what? Do it your way.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, can I just say something before you start? I don't think you should pose it as a question. You should just say it as a statement.
Got it.
And that'll sell it better, because now they don't have to think about it.
Yep. Look at me. I think the first deer to grow antlers was insecure. I think there was some teenage deer named Brian looking in the mirror one day, freaking out because he had horns growing out of his head. Well, what do? You play it cool, you go to school. But he gets to school, the school bully Chet's there. Chet is a fucking asshole. Chet's like, what's wrong with you, Menorah Head? Which is super offensive because Brian was Jewish. But Brian plays it cool because prom is coming up in 2 weeks, and he's going to ask Bambi. Now, for those of you who don't know, Bambi, super popular name for deer. So this is a different Bambi, but this Bambi just as hot, right? So he goes up to Bambi, but right when he gets to Bambi, Chet's like, you're gonna talk to Bambi looking like that, freak? And at this point, Brian snaps. He takes his antlers and he murders Chet, right? But murder is super hot in the deer community. Right? So Bambi's like, oh my gosh, I'm totally gonna fuck Brian. And then her friends are like, no, we're gonna fuck Brian. And now all deer have antlers.
By the way, I'd hate to say it, but I was motherfucking right. I knew there was something in that deer bit. I'm like, why would it? Yeah, it had to be because it's just too weird of a beginning, and you bailed out. And by the way, I used to do that shit all the time when I was first starting stand-up, man, and it took me fucking, a hard, regular, every fucking night, a couple of years to really learn to stay in the goddamn pocket. Now that bit's clearly probably longer than a minute anyway.
Yeah.
But
now we all are growing out.
You gotta, one of the hardest things to do in this art form is to stay in the pocket, just stick, the quarterbacks that wait until the last second and still throw it right before they get fucking smashed are the people that win championships. You can't panic when the first couple parts of a thing don't work because you were just coming around the corner.
Yeah.
And it had life, and it's a silly fucking thing. And
Russell's advice, by the way, that the question thing never works.
Right.
Okay. Just get right to it.
And that's universal for every bit ever. There's no reason to ever ask a question for any of you comedians. So just know that. I love that one idiot lady just laughed. Like, that's a joke he just said. She'll fail her entire life. Not listening to the great advice just given away for free.
The audience hates us. The second we walk out, they fucking hate you. Like, that's just what we feel. We walk out and we go, fucking hate me. And now you ask them a question, like this asshole just asked me a question. I don't even fucking like it.
Yeah.
So.
And when you did it, you had everybody. And you know what? I see a good, career. You're young. And we love you. Ryan Shea, about tonight's episode. The great Russell Peters. You have
Tony, I do. I'm playing the Forest Hills Stadium in Queens, New York, August 18th. It's where they do the U.S. Open, and I need you there because it's 12,000 seats.
Hell yeah, for those of you listening to the stream in New York, tell your friends Russell Peters coming to Queens. Look at that drawing from Ryan J. special Street Fighter edition. How about you make some noise for the great Jeremiah Watkins, everybody? Jeremiah Wonders is out. It's one of my favorite new podcasts. We just did The Fighter and the Kid together today. What else, Jeremiah?
Follow me on social media at Jeremiah Standup. Reagan and Watkins will be headlining the Rec Room on the 15th at Huntington Beach and the 26th at Valley Bar in Phoenix. Bring some friends.
Chroma Chris was here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Silent but deadly. Chris, what'd you think about tonight's episode?
Tony wins. Knockout. Perfect. I don't know how to
play the game. Now you know why he doesn't talk that much, folks. Follow him on social media at Chroma Chris. Joburg, a lot of Joburg fans in the audience tonight. They got their funnies work.
Hey, shout out to Cleveland, Cincinnati, Indiana. We love you. Thank you.
We are going so many places with this show, but you heard that at the beginning. Nashville, Lansing, Grand Rapids, Detroit, Toronto, Venus de Milo and Swansea, Boston, Providence, San Antonio, Houston, Austin, Fort Worth. It's all happening, so go see Kill Tony live. I also have a bunch of stand-up dates I'm doing during some of those dates, and we're all doing stand-up on some of those dates. And, also I do a pro wrestling podcast, and we're watching SummerSlam live from the Belly Room here at the end of August, whatever that date is. I got it confused, I'm not exactly sure. And that's Kill Tony Live. Thanks to all the comedians that signed up and got up. Thanks to Cassandra Cass for making a cake for Brian.
Thank you, Cassandra.
The keto cake. It only fell on the ground once. You're going to love it. Live audience, thank you. Good night.
Hey, this is Rabbi coming to you live from Zany's Comedy Club in Nashville, Tennessee for a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe.
Hello, Nashville, Tennessee. Make some fucking noise. We are here. We are live. This is Kill Tony live from fucking Nashville, Tennessee. I'm so pumped about this. Brian Redban is here, everybody.
Guys.
We're excited to be back here. We did a Kill Tony here once before with Nashville's own, the late, great Ralphie May. And, sure he's with us in spirit tonight. We love him, and it was a crazy loss and fun times. So the last time I was at this club was a little less than a year ago. I had one night here during that Monster Energy tour.
Baby.
They actually opened up for me, and he proceeded to do it by killing as hard as he could possibly ever kill, trying to bury me before my set. And he did 20 killer minutes on how he shouldn't be opening for me. was some of the funniest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. And we had the most amazing night, and it was a fucking honor.
Yeah.
So, but we're back, and we're going to go guestless tonight in honor of Ralphie May and in honor of the fact that our budget doesn't permit us to fly guests to secret locations around the country. But in lieu of that, we have a special treat for you guys. Do you guys like special treats? Well, you guys know Kill Tony has a band, and every week they commit to different characters, and I never know what they're going to do or who they're going to be and what's going to happen, and this week is no different. It's the Kill Tony band. It's the great and powerful, the one-man band.
Jeremiah Watkins, ladies and gentlemen, the band leader of the best damn band in the land. I have no idea where he is or what's going to happen. By the way, this is also his fun thing under the bucket. They get 60 seconds uninterrupted on under the bucket. They get 60 seconds uninterrupted on this stage. Try to make us laugh, hopefully. Try to make us laugh, hopefully. You know your 60 seconds is up when you hear the sound of a kitten. That means wrap it up then, or else you're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. There you go. Bear. There you go. So you guys excited about this shit or what? It's about to happen right now. Nashville. Alright, well let's just get it started. We haven't tried to get through, and so let's fucking do it. Your first comedian going through, and so let's fucking do it. Your first comedian going up tonight, doing an uninterrupted 60 seconds, goes by the name of Robbie Raviner. Yeah, there's the stairs over there. Take note, people that signed up. Robbie Raviner, everybody.
Alright, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Woo! It's been a long day here. I drove 8 hours to get here. Spent all day around Nashville getting high. That's a rough one. Some shady parts of town. 2 blocks down and my car is parked. It's no good. I'll be sleeping there if anyone wants to help me out. I'm probably going to get pretty black out here and then go sleep in the car over there, so a little backup would be nice. The other night, this girl said to me in bed during pillow talk, which should be the most intimate time between a partner, she started the conversation with, "I'm not anti-Semitic, but..." And I was like, ooh, that's not going anywhere good. That was 2 weeks ago. We're going steady now, so wish me luck on that. I think I found the right one for me.
Where'd you move to?
Boone, North Carolina, tiny little town. Woo! Yeah, dude! Nobody knows.
Relax, Robbie.
Sorry.
How can you be such a proud citizen of a place you moved to in the past year?
No, I've been there. No, it's off and on.
You moved like that for a place called Boone. What's your favorite thing about Boone, North Carolina?
Oh, dude.
Come on, you just went fucking crazy.
Sorry.
Some guy whistled in the back.
Honestly, probably just like the roads and such.
The roads and such.
No, dude, what I'm saying is if you drive a motorcycle anywhere in the Appalachia, you're fucking good to go.
You drive a motorcycle?
On occasion, every day, unfortunately.
On occasion, every day, unfortunately. On occasion, every day, unfortunately. Is this an Erykah Badu song?
I think I might be too young for that reference.
I love that you actually tried to answer that question. Is it an Erykah Badu song? I don't understand.
Do you eat crayons or anything like that? Or?
Good question, no.
Good question,
No.
it wasn't. That's...
I agree, it wasn't a good question. Sometimes I wonder. Robbie, what do you do for a living?
I'm a printing press operator at a candy factory. I make the wrappers to candies.
Candy factory?
Yes, sir.
What time period are you from?
I work at the printing press in the candy factory, right next to the locomotive station. Used to deliver the newspaper. Then I said, why am I delivering these newspapers when I could be printing them myself? So I got a printing press. Next thing you know, Willy Wonka walks out. Want a job, kid?
I do.
No, I'm not asking you if you want a job.
My bad.
That was Willy Wonka at the end of that. Anybody just see me have to turn this guy down for a job that I didn't even fucking offer him?
Oh, no, dude, I did an Oreo shake from next door, and then I poured my own can of butter that my brother made me. I put that
months ago?
6 to 7 months ago. How did that go?
I mean, it went okay. I try to write as much as I can, but it's hard to write. You know where this whole thing is going, so.
Right.
It's hard to write when you can't get up.
Well, it's also easier to write when you can't get up because then you have more time to write. So I guess it depends on if you look at the glass half full or half empty of Oreo shake.
KKK rally in Jackson, Mississippi, and I was in the back seat of the car. If you don't tell by looking at me, I don't really look like a white person. So we were driving into the city, and there's a KKK rally, huge KKK rally. This is not a joke. I'm being very serious with you right now. I almost remember it. So I'm 2 years old, I'm in the back seat of my mother's Monte Carlo, and we're driving into the city, and there's this sheriff. He's like, ma'am, where are you going with this kid? And my mother is very, very, very southern. Keep going, forever and ever. Are you sure? All right. And like I said, my mother is very southern. I'm going to my dad's uniform. Excuse me, ma'am, what did you say? Going to my dad's uniform. All right, well, there's a rally up here about 2 blocks away, and that little boy is not white, and there's a lot of white sheets running up and down the streets up there. So if you could please take him another route, or do you know where you are?
I'm confused. Okay, I'm gonna jump in. Very good. Now, who's the boy? Aren't you the boy?
I am the boy.
Don't argue with me. I'm on your side, buddy. I'm trying to find out what the fuck you're talking about.
Listen, I gotta get my ass to this goddamn ceremony right now. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. You say it's 2 miles out the way, that's fine. I don't give a shit. And this police officer is like, Jesus, this woman has blonde hair and blue eyes. And she's talking to me like she's about to beat my ass. I'll put the little son of a bitch in the trunk if you want what you want me to do. Listen, I need to go. My daddy's about to get his ceremony, and I need to go.
Are you just telling more of the story until you hit a funny part?
Or I'm telling you the truth. It was a truthful story.
All right.
That's what I planned on doing, and I'm sorry that it wasn't funny.
No, Jimmy, relax. Jesus, you're such a little pussy.
You're trying to you yelled to her at me like 4 times.
I would like to apologize to all the angels in the sky for what happened here. I thought it was funny, and good Lord, was I wrong. I swear on my mammy's grandmammy that I would just tried my best.
Your mom would beat the shit out of this guy right now. She would fuck him up. She would fuck you up right now.
Dude. Oh, your mammy's grandmammy? Whatever, dude.
This Trump baby needs to chill out.
And by the way, I would beat your mammy's grandmammy's fucking ass, just to let you know.
Yeah!
I don't know if you saw what my body looks like, but check out the Weight Gain Challenge 2017. Check my bod out on those weigh-ins, dude. Jimmy, have you ever done stand-up comedy before?
No, sir.
And you still haven't. Very good.
Thank you.
What do you do for work?
By the way, she put me in the trunk and he agreed and we went off to her.
I called it! Trump baby!
Jimmy.
Trump baby, not Trump baby.
Jimmy, stick with me. Stop pretending like you're about to just walk off whenever the fuck you want. Listen to me.
Jesus, this guy's a badass.
And you can still leave it in the mic stand, like it doesn't go.
No, I like to hold it like stuff.
You a fan of the show? Let me put it all together that way. Not anymore. Fuck yeah, I like that. Thank you, Jimmy. He actually said something funny. Not anymore. Maybe that's the secret to your success, Jimmy. Maybe you're a sit-down comedian. Maybe you're best from the audience. You just bombed up here for 6 minutes, then you get down to your seat, you say one funny thing. Alright, you know what? You're bombing again. There he goes. Alright, I pulled another name out of the bucket. You guys ready to keep this thing moving? Alright, put your hands together for Matt Taylor. Anything can happen, as you've seen so far tonight. This is a truly random bucket of names. Could be you.
Y'all ever been so broke, even homeless people try to avoid you? Yeah. I was sitting in traffic on the way down here, and as soon as I made eye contact with one, he just looked away, rolled up his window, and locked his door. Yeah. The weird part was, though, he didn't even have a car. just had a random car door. But either way, I get it, buddy. The thing is, like, I don't even want to be super rich. I don't. I just want to be wealthy enough that when I finish pumping gas, I don't feel the need to shake it all out at the end, you know? Every drop counts. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to be that rich. You know, like, rich people don't do that. They just fill up all the way and drive off into the sunset. Meanwhile, I'm at the counter like, let me get a 38 cents on pump 12. All right.
Hell yeah. Matt Taylor. So far tonight, a lot of a new kind of comedy I haven't seen much of called sad comedy. It's a new alt movement clearly starting here in Nashville, where it mostly just sort of makes you sad afterward. A lot of comedy that we've seen in the past makes you happy, makes you laugh. Well, this is a new form. We're cutting edge right here live in Nashville. Anyway, I love the term. That's like barber apron print.
Yes.
That's all jams.
Dude,
Yeah.
how you living, pimp?
About 6.
Zoot, I've been waiting on you. I have stuff to tell you.
Well,
Do you know what Blue Sky is? Do you know what Blue Sky is?
Yeah.
I'm the number 3, or Bible Rabbi is the number 3 trending hashtag on the entire platform right now.
That's great for the 10 users who use Blue Sky.
Fuck you, man. That's what they said in Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu. Dude, there are a lot of people in there, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. People are already tweeting about me. There are a lot of people. The people in Blue Sky, yeah. 3 people have tweeted about me already in the last, 4 hours.
You mean posted because it's not Twitter.
Or whatever.
Twitter's not even Twitter anymore.
Yeah, whatever. You know what the fuck I mean, dude. Posted. Yeah, they blue skied me. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. I call it tweeting. Tweeting till I die, dog.
Tweeting doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it does. It's people are tweeting on Blue Sky. Where do you think that little birdie went? It's in the sky. They call it tweeting. X sucks.
Is Blue Sky owned by Jack? Is Jack Dorsey own Blue Sky?
Yeah. X sucks. You know why?
He owns another Web3 platform as well.
Right.
Like Napsters.
Right. You know why? Do you know why Twitter? Do you know why Twitter sucks?
Because it's not Blue Sky.
No. I'm not saying Blue Sky is that great either. But do you know why Twitter sucks?
Because it's owned by Elon Musk.
No, that's not no. Because they ban people too easily.
And they don't give you your account back.
Exactly.
Well, I got hacked on Twitter and I didn't get my account back.
There you go. Yeah, you're 100% right, Zoot. Their
customer service is nearly as bad as Facebook.
Oh yeah.
I think Facebook is worse.
Well, I'm 100% in agreement with you on both of them. I don't understand why these companies don't recognize that they have billions of users. Basically, they need at least a pretty big team to be able to handle that. They want AI to do it all, and it's like 15 people who actually are there. They're just overwhelmed with work, and what they need is 1,000 people or so, a big team that just actually listens and reads people's complaints and such. I had a Twitter premium account or whatever, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, the blue check one, and that got banned. And so once they did that to me, I just declared war on them, and I created 2,000. Well, at this point, 3,000 accounts. What'd you say?
What is Blue Sky?
It's essentially Twitter. It's just a lot cleaner. But you can direct message on it. You can do everything you can on Twitter, except it doesn't have Grok, it doesn't have spaces, and it doesn't have communities. But it does have. It's so much cleaner. I mean, frankly, there's no advertising on it, or at least I haven't seen any advertising on it. And I don't know if there's like GIFs on it, so that might be something that they need to add. But I don't really care about that. All I care about is people paying attention to what I do. And here. Am I wrong?
Okay, why is that verification suck on the catch show?
On Twitter?
Blue Sky.
It's not hard. I've already done like 11 of them today. Well, maybe not 11, but like 6 of them at least.
Oh, is that why? Oh, so you're one of the all 10 users on Blue Sky, are you?
Well, I think I'm like 9 of the 10. No, I'm serious.
Where do I go to say trending?
Oh, type in Bible Rabbi.
I'm gonna win 10 games in a row.
Zoot, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna beat you 5 games in a row, and you're not even gonna tie me any of the games. You might, but you definitely won't win straight up. You haven't won a straight up game in like since the other night you did because I was falling asleep. Oh, hold on, I made a mistake. Quit this game. Just let it be. I have to send you another one. I played with 4 people in here yesterday, like earlier today, and I have not played so badly in a long time. When you play with 4 people, it's not. I don't want to say it's not fun, but it takes too long for people to go. It's go, and then I ended up not wanting. Like I ended up not hitting the ball when I was supposed to. It's just 2 people. It's a lot faster. Now look how amazing the shot is, dude. Do you see? Do you see how amazing that shot was? Even with stuff in my way. Even with stuff in my way. Oh, what a bad shot. What a bad shot. Dog. Now, I could take a big risk right now. Okay? And it'll be like, hey, remember when you were making fun of Blue Sky? Like TikTok. Everybody made fun of TikTok until it started to overtake Instagram, and now nobody makes fun of it.
Blue Sky is not taking over fucking Twitter.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, because Twitter sucks. Here's why Twitter sucks. Because unless you know someone at Twitter, or you have like a giant account, if you get banned, you're done. It's over. Harry Potter Obama Sonic Teninu never tweeted anything that was anything controversial. It was just a cryptocurrency. Has gotten its account banned twice. And if you ask anybody why did it get banned, no reason. They have no idea. Like when they're banning things just randomly, it's a bad platform. And frankly,
Blue Sky is not taking over Twitter.
It will eventually.
Now, if you told me,
Do you know what party.com is, or party? Parti? This is like my worst hole. And you're pretty good. This is like my worst hole. And you're pretty good at it.
MySpace exists still, like, you can't say it's dead.
Well, I know that, but what happened, which was a really big thing, is they said that they did some kind of server update and they just got rid of all their stuff, and a lot of people don't think it was a real server update. They think that they just wanted to wipe away a lot of his internet archive because it was so controversial. Like, for instance, like, I don't know, 20 years ago, if a guy said he wanted to be a girl, he would just be mocked. Like, you're crazy. Like, you deserve to go in the
Blackboard?
like the loony bin, and
It's blackboard, yeah.
oh, what a shot! What did you call it? Psych ward. Oh, psych. Yeah. But now it's like you can't say that, and people would have taken that data and been like, "Look how far we've come." So they just said, "Oh, we lost it all in an update," when in reality they don't. I don't. Allegedly, they didn't. It was bought by Rupert Murdoch's News Corp, and basically they just got rid of all the data.
Oh yeah, because they love to push the LGBTQ narrative.
Do they? I know that's like an Australian thing.
What?
News Corp of Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah. Yeah, they love to make everyone gay and bi and trans in Australia.
Well, are you being serious? Are you being serious?
I wish I was. I wish I was.
Oh, well,
Kidding. I wish I was joking.
at least in the United States, oh, get there. News Corp is like very conservative in comparison to the other ones, but I've heard that it's pretty liberal in Australia. Well, that's not the only reason. Like, here's a perfect example, an even better. Here's an even better example. Here,
News Corp owns Sky News, right?
I believe so.
Pretty sure. Okay, Sky News is more. No one watches that in Australia. That's a cable network. No one. It's more popular in New Zealand than it is in Australia.
Okay, here's a perfect example of this. Do you know who Hillary Clinton is?
Yeah.
Up until like 2012, she did not think that homosexuals should be able to get married in the United States. She was publicly anti-gay marriage. But now she's like, super gay marriage.
The only time people watch Sky News is when you're on a plane and they force you to watch it.
I like their sports coverage.
The only time I've ever seen Sky News in Australia, right, is I'm on a plane and people are forcing me to watch this.
Okay. And I don't think it's Australia. I mean, the only time I really watched it, I watched I didn't know you then, but the Women's World Cup took place in Australia and New Zealand, like in 2020, in 2020. I want to say it was 2023.
Who owns Fox?
Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah, he owns Fox still in Australia as well, which is the biggest cable network.
Oh, dude, I just got fucked.
Are you sure he owns Fox?
Yeah, positive. Oh, Zoot, you've got a chance to tie me. This is an easy shot for you. Did you see that I'm the number 3 trending thing on Blue Sky? Are you gonna hit the ball? Or are you gonna sit there jerking yourself raw? All right. You have a tough shot. Yeah, I knew it, man. That pink stuff is tough.
What the fuck?
Oh, this is your hole. This is still the only hole that I've like never gotten a hole in one on. That's I think possible. I never try though. I always do this because it's just safer.
Did I hit every three when I got it in?
Yeah, you did. I remember you hit all three. Now I could go for it.
Was that close?
No, I'm gonna go for it. I always just barely miss it, which is kind of a dumb move for me to do.
I have a feeling Rabbi I'm about to get it in at this shot.
You're not gonna get it in, and you and I both know that. You're in the water. You might get it in the water.
Alright, what's your favorite TV channel?
Probably ESPN.
Why is that?
I love sports.
That's sports channel?
Yeah.
What about outside of sports?
Do you mean like I have? There's nothing to do, and I have to watch the same channel all the time? Like, are you talking like desert island scenario?
Yeah.
I
And MBS, like, what is it? Like, you got, like, PBS, MBS.
PBS is kind of like, I mean, it's public broadcasting, but the reason why it, I mean, it has like, a, it has some really good stuff on it, but it then has some garbage on it. If I had to probably, I don't watch TV. Probably the last time I watched TV was like 5 or 10 years ago. I mean, I've watched it since then, but like, everything I watch is just on the computer. Um, what would I watch? That I mean, like Comedy Central is okay, but can also just be terrible as well. It depends on the time of the year and also like what's airing. But um, I mean, like I like the news, or at least it's different. Like if I have to watch something 24 hours a day and I can't channel change, um, I mean, it used to be like I used to like NBC a lot. Like, okay, of the big four, there's NBC, CBS, ABC, and Fox. And I, of those four, I like, and I have in the past liked NBC the most. But that's just because they have like the Olympics and like sports that are important to the United States. Um, and they have like Seinfeld and they had Friends and some other important shows. Of those, the ones that I don't like, of those four, um, one of them that's very popular is, oh no, CBS. I just have never gotten really into a CBS show. Probably like Ed, Everybody Loves Raymond, which is probably a big show that they had. But boy, to watch like one channel without a break is, I mean, like it's definitely for me probably ESPN. Even though that gets boring to me, they'll they'll change it up or whatever. Um, I mean, I guess like HBO is cool, but like if if like they're not showing on HBO something that is neat, like that's of interest to you, you still on that hole have never scored. That's amazing to me. All right, that's 2 wins in a row. Just like I said, I was gonna come out. I was gonna come out and just slap you in the face. I'm doing that.
I'm gonna win this one.
Zoot, Squid Game. What's the name of this hole, Zoot?
Pass off.
You're right. Um, that's a good question. What you asked. What channel? If I had to watch it and like with no breaks, what would I watch? I mean, then you get into Netflix, and then but like if you don't want to count Netflix because it's not a channel, I get that. Oh, you have a good shot. You're gonna take the lead right here. Oh, You barely made that shot. Okay, so what would I watch? Um, and if it's so, it would be sports, and then if not sports, news. I don't know, probably Comedy Central, but like that changes. Like they used Comedy Central used to have real comedy on it. Now it's just like The Office and Family Guy and some other stuff apparently, which I'm cool with that. That's all fine. Really, television to me is just so bad. But it's not, dude. You're gonna take the lead if I don't hit the best shot of my life right here. Oh, and I did. Oh man, that that was actually one of the best shots I could have ever had. Oh, and you made a comeback. But nevertheless, I hit a huge shot and basically got a stroke back.
Blue sky's gonna be. Blue sky is already big enough. I don't think it gets any bigger from here.
Dude, it's gonna continue to get bigger. They don't advertise for it. They just started advertising campaigns in New York City. And I mean, I could care less. It's the fact that I just started spamming it, like within the last 6 hours or something, simply from the fact that Twitter, like I can't do anything on Twitter anymore without getting banned. They've got me pegged.
What about? I mean, Jack Dorsey's already been successful on Twitter. I don't know why if he can do it again.
Yeah, he has
it's just the same thing.
and he has a lot of money. He's like got over $10 billion. He has a lot of money.
He needs a haircut though.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that. He looks like a fool.
I think the billionaire are like, I don't know if he's a billionaire though. I think Tom from MySpace is the best billionaire, but I'm not sure if he's a millionaire.
I think he's just 100 million. Tom from MySpace, who sold it and then just basically did his own thing. Yeah.
500 million.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, $500 million is easy to double.
Oh man, did I barely miss that shot?
It's a lot easier to double 500 million than it is to double
$500. Exactly. All right, Zoot. You're going first, which is a disadvantage on this hole, I think. Guess what? I'm trending on Blue Sky. That's amazing. Oh, you're beating me? Oh, that means I need to do well on this hole.
Yeah, why are you taking the safe route?
Hit it. I didn't realize.
Oh, you're in trouble.
I didn't realize you were beating me.
I'm not gonna. If it is where you are right now, fuck that. Okay, I'm in trouble.
You aren't in trouble at all.
I'm too short. I'm in trouble now.
No, you're not. Now you are.
Oh.
Now you are. What a good shot. What a good shot I had. You are in huge trouble. I don't know if it's possible for you to make this. Oh, what a shot. Whoa, you almost did. But look at this comeback. I think I have to hit this and we tie. Oh, no.
Lucky.
You beat me the last
And
one?
normally you hate those 5 holes, but I have a feeling that was your favorite hole of all time was then.
You're right.
I'm number 4 trending on this guy.
Okay, well, that's not number 3. Are you happy with your shot? Are you happy with that shot? Dude, that's a phenomenal shot. It's a major advantage, I think, to go first on this hole. Oh no. Zoot. That's not good. You have it like, yeah, do it. You won't. You won't. Short.
Why would I do that?
Short. That was a major miss. Look at that shot. How'd you like that shot, Zoot?
I'm actually going to give that a 10.
I would as well. That was a phenomenal shot, if I do say so myself. Oh, man. Especially.
Are you ready for a 10 out of 10 shot?
Yeah, especially because your ball was in the way. That is a 10.
That's a 7.
That's a good shot.
It's a 7.
I need an excellent shot right here.
But you know what I give your shot?
What?
About a 6.
I can maybe make that shot.
It's about a 6 and it's a 7. It's a 7.5.
Your ball might get in my way.
You're gambling. You're gambling on it.
Get this shot. Big miss. You could have just taken the lead, but instead you tied me. What are your thoughts on this shot? Oh, dude, are you serious? Are you serious? Zoot. You might be able to take the lead on me here. Means like I have to make it. Dog. 2 out of this hole.
Are you ready?
Yep. Hit the ball, dude. Zoot, hit the ball. Did you watch the trailer for Happy Gilmore yet?
I didn't know I'd watched the trailer for Happy Gilmore.
Because you're obsessed with Twitter?
I watched it on YouTube. Okay.
Okay, well, whatever. You're obsessed with that stuff. Anyway, I watched it as well. What did you think of it?
I'll tell you what the quote of it. The comment said there was no jokes in the trailer, and that's how I feel. There was no jokes.
Thank you. I agree. This is supposed to. Zoot, you're gonna win.
Maybe they didn't want to give him way too much in the trailer.
I mean, I think we all kind of. Oh, no way. What a comeback. What a shot. Dude, what a shot. Oh, I thought that was the end of it. Dude, what a shot.
Have you seen that? So yeah, Happy Gilmore too. Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing.
It's 30 years old.
Movies don't do the same thing for me as once did because the film industry is so much different. Like Happy Gilmore should have been in theaters. Happy Gilmore 2 should have been in theaters. The fact that it's on Netflix cheapens it to me. Yeah, cheapens it. It makes it like a made-for-TV movie. But I know that Asler did a deal with Netflix a bunch of years to just do his movies, basically. And I think one of the stipulations was that Happy Gilmore 2 would come out on it.
They're gonna make a lot of money from it.
Coming on Netflix in April.
Stranger Things 2?
No, Kill Tony. You know the show that I like always watch that Riser and I always talk about?
Yeah.
Well, it's coming out on. They're gonna do 3 events on Netflix, and then if it's successful, it's gonna go to Netflix full time.
How does that make you feel?
I think they deserve it, so I'm okay with that. It's a really good show. I mean, if you like comedy, it's where comedy at. It is more for comedy as any other. No, maybe like Last Comic Standing was really big for comedy, and like HBO was really big, but like it's probably the biggest thing to happen to comedy aside from Joe Rogan building the comedy mothership, which is related to it in the last.
I mean, would Saturday Night Live be the number one thing for comedy?
You know, that's more for sketch comedy, which is different, not necessarily stand-up comedy.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess. But yeah, if you're on Saturday Night Live, you made it as a comedian.
Agreed. I'm in agreement with you. But that's improv, or what, that's different type of comedy.
That's not improv. It's scripted.
Yeah, you're right, but it's like a improv like, dude, I fucked you. It's like an improv like setting. You're right, it's not improv. It is scripted, but still. Dude, you just helped me.
Actually, I got a show for you to watch. This is the show if you're an Australian comedian and you made it. It's called Thank God You're Here. And it's an improv comedy sketch. If you are good, like if you get on there, you made it as a comedian. There's also raw comedy as well.
What are your thoughts? Man. Dude.
There's also raw comedy and there's
you just water bumped me.
But if you're on Thank God You're Here, which is like what's that show with
Oh, what a shot. Thank you for the water bump. You just gave me a
what was that improv show with like whose line is it anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
I think I've seen that. Didn't they have an Australian version of it?
It's called Thank God You're Here, but Thank God You're Here is way better because it has like character stuff.
Okay.
It has sets that actually have that.
Water. Don't miss it. Dog. You're playing pretty well, dude. Dude, did you know I'm the number 3 trending hashtag on the second biggest text sharing platform in the world? Do you know how big a deal that is to me? It makes me wonder if I actually ever was trending on Twitter and they just suppressed me. I think it's a lot bigger, but you never know. You just see. Now, you ready for this shot that's not a mistake? That's one of the greatest shots you're ever going to see. Look at my ball. And look at where your ball is. Oh, we're tied, though. Hey, why'd you start going on the left side?
I was just copying your shot.
Okay, well, don't put your ball in the hole. Whatever you do. No, no. That. Look at that make, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Fuck. This is hit that ball right front, you make life very easy.
Stop, stop, stop. Stop.
Too hard. If either of us hit on the it's a very easy.
What kind of shot was that?
A 6 out of 5. What was that?
No, it was bad. I don't know if it was worse than your shot.
Yeah. Yes.
Now I'm just gonna make it. You would this. Don't do.
I hate
Why just make it? Oh man. Look at that shot. You think it's the doghouse or the... Doghouse or trees?
Oh, yes.
You just helped me. You just gave me the win. Five, was that 5 wins in a row?
It was a tie.
Yeah, no, but I won 5 in a row. Champion, dog. I'm the best there's ever been. I'm the number 3 hashtag on this guy. I am so...
I mean, be the number 1 trending hashtag on Twitter. One thing will be the most tweeted person in the world.
Perhaps. Everybody's
dead when it happens.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Welcome, how are you? Yo, what's up, Ruse? How you living, pimp? Jeff, how are you? Hope you're doing excellent. How'd you find out about me? How'd you find out about me? No, I'm not a moderator. Well, we're watching Kill Me. I hope you're
6 months. 6 months. You get to go up a lot. You live here in Nashville?
I live about 30 minutes south, so I come up here about once a week.
About once a week. That's how often you do stand-up? Once a week here? You ever do it down there where you live?
They don't have many mics there, but when they do, yeah, it's about once a month. So.
What do you do for a living?
Social work.
Social work. 30 minutes south of here or up here?
In Murfreesboro, yeah. So
say that again?
In Murfreesboro, it's 30 minutes south.
Fuck it, yeah. So, what type of social work do you do? Like, you help people, or?
I just do, like, behavioral health case management.
So, did you go to college? Go to school?
MTSU.
MTSU. What does MTSU stand for?
Middle Tennessee State University.
Wow, fuck yeah.
There's one.
Somebody got a scholarship back there. What is mascot?
It's Raider.
Blue Raider. Yeah, it's Blue Raider.
What the fuck's a Blue Raider?
You didn't hesitate with that button, like as if it said Blue Raider. You're just like, fine.
Like, we're the Blue Raiders, but for some reason our mascot Pegasus, so.
Hey, what a Pegasus is like a unicorn with wings or something, right?
Yeah.
My high school mascot was the Fighting Depressions.
Yeah. Wow, Matt, how old are you?
30.
30. Hell yeah. And is this where you were born and raised?
Pretty much. I moved here when I was 8, so.
Yeah.
Really.
What do your parents do?
My mom's a psychologist, and my dad is a analytical metallurgical sales engineer.
What does that mean?
I have no fucking clue.
You have no idea what your dad does?
He might be a contract killer at this point. I have no idea. So.
You close with your parents?
Yeah, pretty close.
Hell yeah. You ever think about fucking them?
Yeah, really? Yeah.
What? I mean, it's like a sticky world. Sometimes I've heard that, like, people, they say out in the country, 30 minutes south of southern cities,
Yeah. Well, I'm originally from Alabama, so it's more of like our cousins than our parents.
Thank you. Right, yeah, you wouldn't have your parents.
Have you ever done anything with your cousins? No.
Whoa!
There's a hesitation there. You smelled the toilet seat after she went to the bathroom or something.
Yeah.
Something, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
You rub her underwear on your dick?
Only twice.
Maybe sniff the old pool noodle?
Twice.
Alright. What is the, have you ever looked at, you have female cousins?
Yeah.
Around your age?
Yeah.
You go with them?
Yeah.
And you were tempted a couple times though, right? Like, I think we all have those types of memories, right?
No.
No?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
God, your mom was a psychologist. You've been trained well.
Yeah.
I just tried to do Jedi mind trickery on you and it didn't work. I'm like, we all fuck our cousins, am I right?
That's good.
Oh, that's fun, Matt. What do you think is the most, like, southern thing about you? Because it sound, you know, you sound like a country man, but you sort of look like, you know, you look like a school student, and your mom's a psychologist, your dad's an analytical engineer or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So, like, what do you think is the most, like, hillbilly thing about you? If we could put it in
probably
that term.
Roll Tide.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
what's
Oh my
happening?
god. For those of you listening to the podcast, the people in this room just pushed over this Civil War section. This place is chaos right now. They all just ripped off their jackets and they're all wearing Confederate flags. What's going on?
What is Roll Tide? I've never heard of that before.
That's the Alabama football program, basically. Yeah. It's a very, very...
Roll Tide is whenever I eat a ton of Tide Pods and then pass out my room. That's what Roll Tide means to me.
Wow. Matt, what's something that scares you?
Surprisingly, probably stand-up.
Other than stand-up, like something more interesting than that, like fog on a mirror or
Human interaction.
like dolls. But you have to come up with your own
clowns,
answer.
to be real.
What'd you say?
I only like clowns.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Has that been since you were a child?
Yeah, it's been for a while. Probably the movie It, I guess. Seeing it a little too young.
Man, you're boring as fuck.
Sorry, I did.
No, I'm kidding, Matt. You're not that bad. You have it all together, though. I'm trying to figure out, like, what's something crazy about you that, like, that you wouldn't want these people to know, but that's honestly something weird about you.
What up,
Something
pimp?
weird about me?
Yeah.
I'm well. How are
Like
you?
you chew your toenails
What
or
up,
something
dog?
like that?
No, I mean, I masturbate with the lights on.
I know. I live stream my life
Wait,
feed, dog.
what?
Yeah.
What line do you like to look at it? See, the first, let me tell you something. Next time you do stand-up, that's your new opening line. Hello, I'm Matt Taylor, and I masturbate with the lights on. And you look right out there, and you fucking let them know, and just have people go like, what? Fuck that. Because then people want to know, what are you looking at? Like, when you say you masturbate with the lights on, are you looking at a magazine, perhaps? Or, like, the lights being on would be...
Like some American Psycho shit?
Anyway, so, like, what are you looking at physically when you're masturbating? Like a laptop, or an iPad, or a phone, or your imagination?
Yeah, bro.
Just something. Wait, what?
Spank bang.
That's two different. I mean, so what's the answer? You go to your imagination. Yeah. Really?
The highlight reel.
Damn, that's hard to do.
Like your cousin on top of you, just riding your face. Yeah. What was the last category of porn that you watched? What was it? Probably like some, I don't know, I feel like it's all taboo now. It's kind of weird, so probably some stepsister shit.
We're getting closer.
Yeah. But surprisingly not cousin shit, so.
Let me be on. Let me ask you something though, because I'm sort of intrigued by you, because we always have people on that look at porn, obviously, but you said that sometimes you use your imagination. I don't know if there really anyone here about ever using their imagination during masturbating. Is that something that
You don't do that?
Well, I mean, who the fuck does?
I had a good 10 different memories,
Yeah,
and you go,
nice.
oh, that's easy to come to if I need to.
What are you, an episode of Black Mirror? Only 10?
No, I mean, go to Spank Bank, man.
When I plug in my drive, I get to jerk off to one of 10 of these stories. Alright, well, I mean, obviously I was trying to get it more out of him.
Yeah, I know.
It's more an interview thing than my own thing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Somebody's ragging.
Yeah, you're like freaking out over little shit.
This guy masturbates with the lights on. That's fascinating.
Exactly.
For me, I can't do it during the day. If the moon's not glowing, the blood's not flowing.
Alright. I've spent too much time with you, Matt.
Good morning. How are you?
Taylor. He's on Twitter. It's short for Matthew.
Oh, I'm amazing. Hey, Miss Aquarius, do you know what blue sky is?
Yeah, my little cousin be on there.
Well, your little cousin's amazing. Did you know that my hashtag Bible Rabbi is number 3 trending on there right now?
Oh, nice. I ain't been on it, though. I haven't been on it.
That's okay. Very few people have been. But
Yeah, she said she's trying to see how to get her stuff trending, because she's just 25, 25, so she like it, though, but she said she's trying to get it to her stuff to trend, too. She's trying to get, some, whatever, reposts and stuff, but...
Well, I just started on it yesterday, and the number 3 hashtag, and I've already had 2 people tweet about me, so I'm really happy.
You're trying to, what, you only had what, how many?
I have 2 people who have made posts about me, so I'm really happy with that. I only started when, since we met last night,
Nice.
so that's pretty good. How'd you sleep?
That's so good, that's nice.
Excellent. You're such a nice person. Have you always been that nice?
Yeah.
Good on you. You have an absolutely beautiful soul. You're amazing. Shower and make breakfast and go to work.
Yes, I gotta.
You're an amazing person, and I hope we'll be able to when we play each other in bowling tonight and do all kinds of other fun stuff.
Okay.
All right. Well, I hope you have a
Right,
wonderful.
I'll see you later.
All right. Have a wonderful day, Miss Aquarius. We love you. You take.
All right, you too.
Bye. Shout out to Miss everybody. What a nice person.
That was just from a rose, but so.
Alright, pull another name out of the bucket. Put your hands together for Graham. Graham. One word. Could be fun.
Alright, so I
I've never considered myself a gambling man. I have had a girlfriend. Let me tell you, it's a machine and a money. Kind of funny story how we broke up. I broke up because I'm a serial narcissist. I took her on a date circus and a massive relapse in the House of Mirrors. Being a narcissist, like real skinny, I kind of looked like if Jack Skellington fucked a toothpick. It was also ironic that I'm skinny because I love pizza. Eat a lot of pizza. My favorite pizza right now is probably the Michael Richards special from Papa John's. It's an all-white pizza, Alfredo base, mozzarella and provolone on top. That's on the side. And by on the side, in the fucking trash can with long, upside down with a fork up their ass. And don't even get me started on the Louis C.K. special. It's basically the same thing, but without the black olives.
All right. There you go, Graham. Fuck yeah, have a seat if you'd like. Here, slide. First of all, stand your ass up. Put that stool back there. All right, stay there just like that. If you want, you know what? If you want, in fact, I want you to take the stool, push it closer to the curtain. No, that way, all the way, as far as you can go. Yeah, just like that. Sit there just like that. All right. First of all, Graham, you look like a really guy that's actually a really bad. But you're putting on like a disguise to be like likable and sweet tonight, and you're not fooling me.
Per usual, you're not.
Is that true? You're a douchebag?
I'm told that, yeah.
Fuck yeah. What do these things you like?
Control a slot machine.
Emo kid's not wrong. Yeah, I would say that's probably it. Don't really have any like bad blood with my last relationship, but I would say, you know.
But like, what's something you've done that's like, just like, you know, sort of cold-blooded to anyone lately?
I wouldn't really say it's blooded, but about a month ago I took my friends to a bar and he out with like this really gross video of it, and I've been showing like everybody, and he hates it.
That's perfect. How bad was it?
It's gross. I can show you after the show if you really want to see it.
I'd love to see that.
It's honestly so gross, it's probably something you'd be into, Riffin.
Yeah. How long you been doing stand-up?
What's that?
How long you been doing stand-up?
This is my first time.
Wow, very good. Funniest of the night so far. Fucking first time for Graham. I even have a good note for you. In your Papa John's bit, you make it about Michael Richards for no reason, when you can make it about the actual Papa John's guy. The Papa John's guy recently just got fired for supposedly saying it, you know.
Exactly, and Michael Richards obviously did what he did, so it's sort of merging the two. Something current.
I don't think you need it. I think it undates it, and you instead of it being this joke from when Michael Richards was racist like a decade ago or something crazy, all of a sudden it's an amazing joke that looks like you've written it in the past week by making it about the Papa John's guy.
Well, that's why I said Papa John's. If I would have said Domino's or something like that, then maybe it would be outdated. But since I said Papa John's,
no, well, that doesn't mean the Michael Richards part. My girlfriend was 12 when that happened. You know, like, she's not gonna know
that's what I'm saying, and that happens sometimes when you're writing a bit. Is you write it one way about one thing, and then you realize like, oh shit, this thing's right in front of me, and it's a whole different bit now, and that's what it should be. It should just be a fucking Papa John's bit about an all-white pizza. Like that's.
But when you said the thing about the olives, it seemed like there was a lot of hate in there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like
whenever Michael Richards did that, it's like it starts out. He's like, 50 years ago, I would have had you hung upside down with a fork up your ass, and that's like.
You don't need that. Wow. You don't need any of that. You don't need the black olives part. But you had me at all-white pizza for a second, if that makes any sense. It seemed to make some sense.
Sure.
My mom used to order an all-white pizza. That was her move.
Yeah.
All-white pizza with green and red peppers. I never was into it.
It doesn't give you stomach acid like some people are sensitive to tomatoes.
Are you sensitive to
I fucking hate tomatoes, man.
You hate tomatoes. Yeah. Thing I fucking hates tomatoes. What else? America?
I mean.
Do you hate America, Graham?
Yeah, I hate America. I mean, at times, yeah.
What do you do for work? You look like you wear an apron.
I work at a distributor for like fishing rods and some.
Do you wear an apron?
No, I don't.
Oh, fuck. Some fishing rods?
Yeah, it's just different fishing reels, things like that. Yeah.
Do you know a lot about fishing rods?
Yeah, I've been fishing since I could walk, basically, yeah.
Wow. What were you doing before you could walk? Crazy thing about fishing is it seems like walking isn't really a part of it at all. Seems like the only thing is you could probably give baby a credit for doing.
Yeah. Is that why you're so athletic from all the fishing?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, I'm athletic, actually, because I avoid sugar, and that's for no reason for my health. It's just I listened to the Joe Rogan Experience once.
I'm on keto.
Wow.
Why do you look like a model for a young dad Gap catalog?
Good one.
Normally when you say good one, that actually was a good one. I didn't like your tone either there. Graham, you good with the ladies? You seem like a pretty suave, you seem like Nashville suave to me. Like you'd be like, hey, what's up, babe? And
dropping shit in drinks.
Right? Yeah, and then some. Yeah, and then some.
No, I wouldn't say so.
You seem like you would hit on some girl that you know has a boyfriend. How old are you?
21.
Oh, exactly. In 6-7 years, the things I've been saying about you are going to be true. Because I thought you were this whole time. You're going to be trying to bang tough dudes off. You're going to be getting beat up in bars. You're going to be wearing an apron at your job. Graham, what's an interesting fun fact about you that you would find interesting?
I mean, you can see my leg. We got a scar right here this time. I couldn't walk without crutches. I broke my leg playing soccer. So, before the Wayne show, you probably don't remember, but it was sort of, listening to your show was something that kind of got me through whenever I was by myself.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Yeah. Well, look at that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've got lots of scars.
I love it. Some people were booing the fact that he was showing Timmy up. I love the bullies in the corner. So you got such happy feet on inside.
For your first time, that was amazing. Like it was the best one tonight so far.
I really appreciate it.
Ridiculous. So.
Yes. There he goes, everybody. Graham is first on stage. He did it right in front of you, live here in Nashville. It's a pretty fucking mellow. You guys have... How many of you like comedians do good up here? How many of you like to see people bump? The fun show. Alright, put another name out of the bucket. Put your hands together for Sam C. Sam.
What's going on? I'm 6'9", 330 pounds. So, there's an old person myself. So get this out of the way because I could die at any moment. But, anyhow, it's kind of fucked up, dehumanizing, be a human rhinoceros. I could have a heart attack on stage, and by about noon tomorrow, my mom would say, well, he was a big boy, and no one really surprised. But hey, fuck, I'm up here aging like a Great Dane. Shit, one time being useful, y'all gonna take me out back and shoot me between the eyes like Seabiscuit. That's alright though. I kind of expected. It's not the worst thing being 6'9". I'm uncomfortable now, so I'm gonna move this stool. But it's not the worst being 6'9". I'll get 3 girls. I haven't seen a nibble since I was in the 10th grade. But I think they'll.
Sam C. Holy shit.
That was ups and downs.
Emo.
Why do I feel like his last words are going to be, hold the door, hold the door?
That was incredible.
You know, Tony, Jeremiah's character, the emo character, is actually making a lot of sense. Like, everyone's fucking talking. Like, what the fuck?
I like this guy. I've never gotten to see, like, you're very, like, pro wrestler-esque. This
I
is
got
incredible.
confused for one to SmackDown.
What?
I got confused for one to SmackDown.
I bet. You're like Baum Strowman. In the crowd. Oh, that's one of them right there. Look how happy that guy is. Like, fuck yeah, you got that one.
Still real to me, damn it.
Sam, what the fuck are you?
I do like artist development. So I'm
What?
It's Nashville, so it's a real thing. But artist development, I do like pictures that help brands or run media accounts for people.
He asked what you were.
Yeah, no, that makes sense too. I'll take anything, any of your answers. You an athlete of any kind?
I used to play rugby, but no.
You used to play rugby?
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
How bad would that suck to be on that other team, right? Like, coach, I'm not feeling so good. What the fuck?
Yeah.
How old are you?
27.
20 fucking 7. You ever
thought
I
about
like that. That's fucking
you ever
cool.
thought about being like a pro wrestler or anything fucking awesome?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
most people aren't just 6'9", fucking whatever the fuck you just said.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do cool shit though. That is a motivation. Like I'm shit. I would be a waste of a 6'9" person if I like wasn't something else cool besides an athlete or a pro wrestler. You know what I mean?
How easily could you lift me?
I don't know.
Are you super?
We doing it?
Here we go. Wow, the speaker. Fuck yeah. With great ease. And for those of you in the podcast, Jeremiah is a fat boy. It's incredible.
It's like 400 pounds.
Yeah.
That's the highest I've ever felt.
I like you a lot, Sam. If I didn't like you, I would have left in. Like you just looked at
Now let me try to lift you.
Hey, well, I gotta be real.
Yeah.
Shut up. Real. I've got a buddy I've been sleeping with. Y'all to have him over here. He put me on 2 weekends.
You're gonna get ready to sleep. Anyway,
worth the shot.
Yeah. So, you have a girlfriend? You see, like, right?
Yeah.
These guys always like it's 4'5" little fucking.
My brother's wife's 4'11".
Wow. Your brother's 6'7", sisters? Some people like his sister was like 7'2". Fuck. What does your brother do?
He's he works for Deloitte. Smart.
Works for what?
Deloitte. He's an investment consultant.
Damn.
One's a federal investment consultant. That's like bomb like 45.
That was great. Is the other one? The other one giant too?
Yeah, he's 6'3".
Wow. He's only 6'3". The oldest?
The oldest one.
The oldest one. God, really fucking
He's tiny. He's a tiny man.
Emo Jeremiah.
What does your mom's vagina look like?
Jesus. I got limits, man.
You mean all rabbits? I bet your vagina looks like an house blooming onion.
No.
You ever see one of those? Have you ever seen your mom's vagina? Oh, that sounds like a yes to me.
I mean, I was born.
Like, I didn't ask if you ate your mom's vagina. Jesus. My God, Sam. How do you maintain that? What's the it'll look like for a guy like you?
You just don't stop. You just kind of eat all day.
Yeah.
It's like grazing, kind of. It's an excuse sometimes. You get big, you know, when you do like the, I don't know, the salad, the big man portions on there just for being big. Stack your plates and this thing.
Take that eating discipline to pussy, and then you'll have a girlfriend.
There you go.
Wow. So you're single?
Yeah.
You been on dates at all?
I was a tour manager for a good while, so just got off the road.
Hell yeah, that was probably right. Who's managing?
A bank called Muscle and Bloodline.
Oh, yeah. It's like a modern day blues travel, I did say, right?
Doing this?
Nothing. So there was a lot of ladies out there on the road. Took some of them back to your hotel room or something like that. Treated them like fleshlights.
Jeez.
Did you do it with the lights on?
Have you ever crushed a girl on top of like?
I think I should do this to see dude and a fat girl, right? Sorry, you know, a woman.
I don't know. I mean, anyway, you ever crushed a girl before?
You gotta be careful. I've had plenty of. You know what I'm saying? It's heavy, sorry. When you're a big dude, you hurt people on accident, scare people.
If I bought you a midget prostitute, would you fuck her?
No.
Close the show later in a crazy way. Does anybody know any midget hookers out here in Nashville? Yeah, Tony first.
My roommate's actually a midget hooker. It's kind of weird.
What?
You went for that. I'm down.
The dream. So you like doing this artist management thing? It's really?
Yeah. I like the creatives, I like to write, do that whole thing.
And you get to work with like a company?
We've got one. Yeah. We do outbound videos. It's weird that I get paid for it, but yeah. Help out music videos, write treatments, all that whole thing.
Wow. That is really interesting. Man, that's fun. What else are you afraid of? You seem like
crabs. Like crabs. Well, you asked him, so I thought about it. And for me, I used to live at the beach, and you know, small things that can still scare me. Horses, I don't like the horses. When I see other big photos on day, because I don't normally.
Wow.
I can relate. My greatest fear is if I could walk.
To meet you, dude. There you go. Sam C, everybody. Come along. Sam C, everyone. What Fred would say. stabbed me in my sleep. Afraid of his friend. Here for Nick Bush. Here we 50 seconds uninterrupted for Nick Bush.
All right, keep going for me. I'm a college person, man. Mount Boston is just community college. It's just community college. Like, I teach English, basically reading, writing, and that's basically what I focus on. Had to do it in class late one time. Hair messed up, makeup messed up. She's like, I don't have my paper. I'm sick. So you were sick? What's going on with the doctor? So I was sick. So this is what doctor gave me to the hospital. Writing class. Hey, and it's community college. She gets a B for showing up. That's what I'm someone getting a check from my job not to come to work. So it's like a cop in trouble for what's going on right now. Can we stop acting like suspended with pay as a punishment? It's just an opportunity. And you can't post pics on this.
You have you can do it all. You won the light heavyweight UFC championship, and now here you are doing stand-up. The scrubbiest version of Daniel Cormier I've ever seen. I'm so excited. Nick Bush, welcome to the show. This is your first time.
Yeah, about 18 months.
18 months. You did exactly the goddamn start date like that. You're a real college professor.
This place called Motlow State. So we're a couple. All right.
There's one student there.
Yeah.
That's like a community college.
Yeah.
And what teach there?
English.
Oh man, is that tough? Pretty easy.
Just grading. That's the only thing that sucks. Like, everything else is fine.
You have like papers. What's the one that fucking teachers? Like that seems like absolute hell.
It is.
How do you through that? Are there certain things that you do that you know?
I don't know. We have as fast as you can. Yeah.
And then how long have you been doing that for?
Jeez.
8 years. How old are you?
32.
32. So you started that when you were 20. Or try to bang any of the students?
No. I knew you were gonna ask me that. No. My first year, we just got in trouble for that. That pretty much.
Yeah. The student or. Definitely a couple like masturbate to lights on.
I was gonna say only with the light.
For sure. What crazy happened in your classroom?
Not a lot of crazy. I mean, these two girls got in a fight because like she was making fun of the other girl's tan, and so they started. They got it over tan.
When you say that they were making fun of tan. By the way, does it sound good out there to you, or does it seem like I could be louder? Louder. Lucy, are you here? We need to like fuck that shit. It's just unbearably low, and I feel like it keeps getting quieter as the episode goes on. Not too loud.
Yeah.
Not too loud. Take a way between where you were now. It's like to do the episodes and go, why is the sound so fucked up? This is why. Because the sound's fucked up live with Justin. It's fucked up.
That's cool. You're a professor. My dad didn't love me. Oh shit. Come to
When you say that the girl fighting over a tan, was it because tan was what? Like
well, it was before Trump, and she called her orange. She's like, you look like an orange bitch right now. So,
you did?
Yeah. So I had to break up the fight. I had to be,
Yeah, did you accidentally grab like boobs and stuff, and breaking it up? Like, oh no.
I love when a tit comes out.
Yeah, I did. I accidentally.
But did she look like an orange bitch?
No comment.
So Nick, that's interesting. Do any students like talk shit to you or like get one up or anything? I imagine you some, some like students, right?
Yeah. It's usually a dude in the class trying to impress a girl, and I shut that shit down within the first 2 weeks. So.
Did anyone ever get an attitude?
Yeah.
Can you know what? I'll be the student. Say you walked in
Right.
and my birthday, and you're introducing me, or so like your just start your lesson.
All right. In Hamlet.
Hey, Mr. Bush. Hey, fuck you.
Wait. That's a. You can do the reading. I didn't do the reading on scissors, man.
God damn it, you can, Mr. Bush. You know what I'm gonna do?
Okay. Go sit next to the orange bitch in the back of the room.
Oh, sure. Jeremiah?
Hey, Miss Bush, I'm gonna kill myself. What are you doing?
Oh, it gives space to do so. In your way or anything. I'm gonna help you regardless of everything.
Do it! Let me do it!
Don't get too much.
This is so funny.
Good job, Nick Bush. You fucking
Number 3. On the whole internet, the movie, this guy trending at number 3. You're looking at the sexiest pimp of all time. The pimp of the pimp. Kill Mills. Rabbi Roman rabbis. Motherfucking Rothschild. Just dog. It's like the okay, I don't tell you the fucking Come on, baby. Yo, now we kind of hear shit. Headphones. Turn the headphones. Turn the headphones. Turn it up. Number 3 ending. Could be an important story. In Arizona, they have patients calling on the person animals employed in the Asheville area. Please contact me at number 2491 fax 214. Right, it says no, the occurring and it was and they are something, maybe an addition. Tonight, I have some environmental mystery, including the strange white stuff found in water in California, the Louisiana, first week in New England, a bear there. The first American shores, all salmon naked. But now, there are only a couple left. That is something of what blacks are on Earth. Only 20%, especially trustworthy and fatty fish, came from biologists have four hatcheries there to kill the salmon. Scientists observe that commercial salmon needs conservation fish escape from their California. The human first fish carry disease wild and no immunity. Another disease boilers in the West Indian animals are 150 and 1% California, including their use of children. To animals. And the weather flock together tight with the water spread the disease and crowd out from the fishery. So the press reported research substance was discovered in January.